Hello!
Hello!
It's Metal Gear Monday, except we're not playing Metal Gear and it's also Tuesday.
There's no Metal Gear and there's no Tuesday.
Monday.
Oh wait, no Monday. It is Tuesday. Fuck. Listen, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Luigi.
Get fucked, Luigi.
Sarah makes fun of me for that clip almost every day.
I'm glad, because it's really good. Get fucked, Luigi! I watched that the other day too, and I was like, oh my god. I can't believe all of the like really funny clips in the stream is just like you being like, what the fuck? And me just cackling insanely in the background.
It's very good. It's a good dynamic. So yeah, we're playing more Final Fantasy. I found out that the issue with the other version getting all fucky, the PC version getting all fucky, is that Discord streaming has gotten considerably worse in the past couple of updates. And the PC version of Final Fantasy XII just uses a whole lot of CPU power for no fucking reason.
That's weird. Also, great job, Discord. You're fucking knocking it out of the park. By
Yeah.
which I mean,
You're not knocking it out of the park at all. You're hitting it straight to the
terrible job.
You're hitting it straight to the pitcher, and he's catching it, and you're getting struck out immediately.
You're fucking out, man.
Yeah. So
you've lost. The bases were loaded, and nobody got home. It's all your fault, Discord.
So we switched over to the Switch version. I played up to the part where we were, and then did a lot of grinding off stream. Because I was skipping cutscenes and just running to where we were, it took me about an hour and a half. And then I grinded off stream for 4 hours.
So hey, it took you almost the exact same amount of time.
Yeah.
Were you using the ×4 speed to grind?
I was going between the ×4 and ×2, because for a while,
yeah,
I was grinding in like an actual area proper for this level.
Yeah, somewhat danger.
Yeah. But here we are. Everyone's level 13. They've got pretty good licenses. Yeah, I started off on a save file I already had on here, in which all I had done was go and fight the Rogue Tomato. And yeah. I didn't realize I gave Vaughn the Ulan license for it, so he's an Ulan now.
That's okay. Ulan's a good license for him.
Yeah, but everybody else is what they were about. One
thing I will say is you probably want to watch buying quickenings until you see what the second board is.
Oh, well, I've already gotten one quickening for everybody.
It's okay. I think Mont Blanc lets you reset your licenses if you want to.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, so you see how there are like islands in the license board? Those are still licenses that you can get, but part of it is like you can connect to them using quickenings from the second board, or like if you have an ability that's like the same on both boards. Like for instance, like say that like 2-block island down there, what at the bottom of the map, that 2-block island, so it's gun 6 and guns 5. So say
I should
that
probably stream this to you, huh?
Oh yeah, you're I'm a little bit behind, aren't I?
Yeah.
So it's gun 6 and guns 5. So like if you got guns 5 somewhere, then you could get gun 6 here.
Yeah.
For instance, like if you got the other, I don't know. I think you would only get gun 6 from the fucking the Mechanist board. In which case you would get gun 6 there anyway. But like that's basically how it would work.
Yeah,
I think the only like major ability that I always had trouble getting was like Haska, and I don't remember what board that's even on.
Well, we'll see if we even get that far.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still unsure about completing this entire game on stream.
Yeah.
But I would still really like to play it during Discord hangouts that you can be at.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, the island thing is weird. You can also unlock the like islands by getting espers, because they add tiles to the boards.
Oh,
and they appear on every board, but in different places.
I see. All right. Well, what we're doing now is we're going back to Rabanastre, which is somewhere.
Yeah, I know where Rabanastre is.
Yeah.
You just want to go up and around up here. You got a map. It's pretty filled out. You know where you're going.
I know where I'm going.
Did you fight the neck bat?
The neck bat?
It's a special cockatrice that can appear in that area.
Oh, yes. Also killed the werewolves a couple of times.
Oh, that's
They
good.
weren't really worth it.
No.
Oh wait, not that
yeah.
way. Yes.
I'm surprised you managed to kill them.
So I did cheat a little bit, because you can run to that save point, save, and then it revives everyone. And then as long as you're quick, then they don't have enough time to refill their health.
That's weird. I didn't think that they would, I thought if you went to a new area, they would reset, but I guess not.
Nope. Maybe they did on the PS2 version, but not on this.
Hi, Fimble.
It
might have been because on the PS2 version you couldn't do it fast enough. You're going the wrong way. You just want to go straight.
I gotta go north. Yeah, okay.
Just go straight across here and go north.
Oh.
Or backwards, whatever.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
It is. I always think Rabanastre's to the south of here for some reason.
Nope. To the south of here is, what is it? The scary place that I love.
So it has been ridiculously hot in my room the past couple of days.
Bad? Don't love it.
It is currently 76 degrees in my bedroom.
You should get a big fan.
I've got a big fan and a small fan. They're both blowing on me right now.
You should get a big Dyson fan.
What I actually need to do is just make sure my window air conditioner still works.
That would probably work too.
I'm just worried about if that'll cause a bunch of noise on stream, but there's only one way to find out, I guess.
In this town, you're still a traitor, you know.
Yeah, don't forget, nobody likes you, Bosch.
Fates will, we meet again. I would pay my respects to your brother.
The game that takes MMO style stuff. What does that mean?
What about the stone?
I mean, it does MMO style combat, kind of.
We feel regret. We sought that stone.
Kind of?
The combat is a little tiny bit similar to 11.
Then why'd you ask?
I guess that makes sense. 11 was popular, so...
Yeah, it was.
I like the combat in this game a lot. I love that there's no random encounters.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think? Can I trust Bosch?
That was like a huge step back for 13 for me.
Yeah, but so was a lot of 13.
Maybe I should show it to Penelope.
No, you're not
She
wrong.
knows I got something. She'd be at Miguel's place this time of day.
Yeah, 13 had good music. I can't think of a Final Fantasy game that has bad music.
Yeah, no. I didn't hate 13. I thought it was really underwhelming, especially compared to 12, though.
Yeah.
But then 13.2 and 13.3 were fucking awful. There was one good level in 13.2. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty emotionally resonant. Too bad the rest of the game did nothing to hurt it.
I like how, and this will be spoiler for Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, so if you care, don't listen to the next 10 seconds at least. But the true ending of Final Fantasy 13 is that Lightning sacrifices herself for some shit and creates Earth.
Oh no, she's fine. She's just gets to go live in regular Earth.
Yeah, but she also, like, basically makes it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole okay. I can't even, like, really explain the fucking end of 13.3 because it's a fucking nightmare. Like, it's like... So there's, like, 3 classes of gods. There's, like, God, the goddess. Oh,
The
wait.
Imperials will need more than a dungeon to stop me.
You broke out of a dungeon? Whoa!
Hey,
Wow!
try and keep it down, would ya? Penelope isn't around, is she? Out on a delivery, maybe?
Yeah, hypey!
Nope, haven't seen her all day. Not like her to up and skip out on work like that. Miguelo's not here.
Wow!
He went
Woha.
running somewhere a little while ago.
I can't believe Crash Bandicoot
So
is
much
in
for my
this
big
game.
welcome.
Whoa.
Guess everybody's busy.
I got mine
Wow.
watching the shop, and old Dallin had something for me to do, but I can't get away.
Old Dallin, huh? Tell you what, I'll go see him for you.
Really?
Well, you do
nothing
one more
better to do.
stupid fetch quest. There's Vaughn. You sure will. You should check the hunts board while you're here too. You're
Yeah,
not in this-
I also don't know if on this file I've gone to the place. So I got...
The guild.
Yeah.
There's the one at the cloud too. Cloud Sea? The Sand Sea? Whatever the fuck it's called. The Sand Sea.
Yeah.
There's another bar called the Cloud something.
The Cloud Sea.
Probably.
Dextera.
Yeah, it's very doable. That one's easy. Gatsley, he's in the tavern, so you can talk to him in here. The only bad part about the hunts is that you do have to find the petitioner and talk to them. But that's also, like, integral to a lot of the mini-quests, so I understand why. I think he's, like, sitting on the floor there. Yeah. It's fucked up. I'm gonna remember where most of these people are and what they look like. Anyway, Final Fantasy 13.3. There's like 3 classes of gods. There's the goddess, who is big god. There are the Falsi, and there's like 2 versions of them. There's like the Pulse Falsi and the Cocoon Falsi, and they're like
The people of the Final Fantasy 13 party are, that happen,
yeah.
they wake up a Cocoon Falsi and kill everybody or something?
No, they wake up a Pulse Falsi that was found in Cocoon,
Nice.
and that Falsi turns them into Lucy, which are people who basically have a Geis, which is like a curse quest, basically. So like you're given power to do the quest, but you're compelled to do it for whatever reason. And if they don't fulfill their Geist, which is not the word the game uses, but it is the correct word. They don't fulfill their Geist, they turn into Seath, which are like terrible monsters, and then eventually into just like crystal floating people who are sad. Until somebody fulfills their Geist? Geis? No, it's Geist. I'm pretty sure. It's like a Gaelic word. But anyway. Yeah, it's Geis, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so there's like all these gods. One of the fal'Cie gets it basically in their head that they're like, what is it? They're like, okay, so the goddess lives in another world. It's basically Valhalla. I think that it's literally called Valhalla. And the only way to open a gateway to go there is by dying. So if people die, they open a little gateway and they go to Valhalla, because that's where you go when you die. So the fal'Cie is like, if I kill like a lot of people at the same time, open a really big portal and go and find the goddess. So that's the plot of the original game, is that Cocoon is actually just like, they're like basically raising humans so that they can mass slaughter them all at the same time to open a giant portal.
Cool.
Okay. Which is like not actually bad. The first game, like in and of itself, is fine.
When you said not actually bad, I thought you were like, that's not a bad thing for them to do.
No, that's like as a plot.
Yeah.
Anyways, the second game is like, okay, now also, okay, you've defeated the Cocoon guys. We can all go live on our fucking planet again. Congratulations. Now time is broken. And then everything just continues to get weird and weird. And because, like, there's, like, people called, like, there's somebody named, like, the Oracle, and her, like, job is, like, she keeps getting, like, reincarnated basically over and over again. And her name is, like, something stupid, like, Yuli or something. I don't remember. Anyway.
Yulia.
Yulia. It's in the Galtea Downs, which I think is this map.
Okay.
If you like look at the broader map, it'll show you the names of the places. Yeah, that's Galtea Downs. You can see it at the top.
So it's just here somewhere.
Yeah, you can like move the cursor around from map to map, and it'll tell you the names. Like if you use the what is it called?
Oops.
The D-pad on the big map.
Oh. Okay.
And then it'll show you the names of them.
Thanks.
Which is really useful.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, there's like an oracle, there's also like a crazy guy, lightning somehow ends up in Valhalla for no reason, and becomes like the hashtag chosen one. In Valhalla, you just have to fight forever for no reason? I don't fucking know.
It's Valhalla.
It's dumb. I mean, yeah, it is Valhalla. Anyway... It turns out her sister is somehow an oracle. Oracles have some kind of ability to open gateways or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I'm trying to remember, and I can't even, like, it's so dumb that I can't even begin to explain it. But basically, one of the two characters that you play Noel and fucking Lightning's sister. And Noel's, like, whole story is that he is from the future in which there are no more people because they all died. And so he came to the past following one other guy on the behest of the Oracle who sent him back in time to, like, stop everybody from dying?
So was everybody gonna die, or had they already died and Noel survived for some reason?
They had already died. It was like a 1-by-1 thing. Like it wasn't like a mass murder event. Everybody just kind of slowly died. And the world, like, became uninhabitable, basically!
Interesting.
Welcome to the Moogling!
Was this in the original game?
Yep.
Oh.
This just lets you, travel around Rabanastre quickly. So you can go directly to the Sansi, you can go to the Move Through Bazaar. It's very useful.
Fancy.
Yeah, Move Through is closest to the guild.
Yeah, I've definitely never been to the guild, I think.
Yeah, because the Bazaar guy's not there, I don't think.
Yeah, and the guild is up here?
Yeah.
It's that diamond, right?
Yeah. Or no, the diamond is the Gambit shop. The guild is like
Oh,
right on the other side of the diamond. It's right
Yeah, it's
here. They're really good Moogle designs. Anyway, yeah, fucking Final Fantasy 13 doesn't make any sense. Anyway, in the third game, it's like, so like to stop reality from collapsing, like Sarah, like the Oracle, like they made a portal. Valhalla like bled together into reality, like normal world. The goddess is like either like dead or dying. Lightning is there trying to like put the world back together. Basically, that's kind of your job in Lightning Returns. And then you're fighting an evil man who is possessing one of the original characters for Final Fantasy 13. Whose name I can't remember. I remember he's possessing a Hope. I don't remember the evil man's name. Anyway, and turns out Lightning's like, actually, I don't like any of this. And yeah. That's Final Fantasy 15.
15?
15 is the one about the boys talking in their car.
Oh,
Talking
yeah.
about
Well, it was originally Final Fantasy versus 13. And etc.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Lightning's like, I don't like what's happening. I'm just gonna kill all of the gods, and now we live on regular Earth. This one's in Bujerba, so you can't get it yet. But it's good to just grab the contract while you're here. Because like once you get to Bujerba. Yeah, you could just... Can you like...
Yeah, you can just do it.
Oh yeah, you can just change license words now. That's so nice, because when they originally released the Zodiac Age, you couldn't do that. I would just wait for now, though.
Yeah.
That's great. That's like such a good addition, because it's so hard to like know how to set up the license boards correctly. And it also lets you like swap up your whole shit if you feel like it. That's great, I love that. I'm so
I like how
glad
it
that's
keeps
in the
track
game.
of how many steps you've taken.
Oh yeah, that's important.
It is?
There's a technique called Traveler, and it deals damage based on the number of steps you've taken.
Interesting. So this is the kind of game where you just remand your controller and leave it running for 3 days?
I don't actually know how Traveler does the math on it. I've never bothered.
Like, you could just rubber band your controller like this, and it would walk forever in this corner.
Yep. There's an infinite leveling loop in this game. You can set up, and you can just leave it for like 12 hours, and then all of your characters will hit level 99 and have like 1,000,000 LP.
That's pretty cool. Are there secret items you can get if you take as few steps as possible?
No? I don't think so.
That's good.
Yeah. That would kind of defeat the purpose of the game. Final Fantasy 12 is like... It's like weird in Final Fantasies. I feel like every now and then there's like... It's like whoever the fuck is making the game is like, everything is awful and hard and also fuck you. So like if you want to do any of the like post-story content or like extended content of the game, fuck you. Which is like Final Fantasy X. Like, if you want to do the post-story content in Final Fantasy X, like, the base game has a damage cap of 9,999, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normal for a Final Fantasy. Fucking Final Fantasy X is like, you have to, like, grind obscenely. And, like, first of all, you have to unlock all of the special weapons doing stupid tricks, like dodging lightning 100 times in a row without failing. Wait. What? There are secret items? Oh no, are there secret items? No, I thought you said there are. I was like, what? No.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because I saw Laurel ask.
No, there are no, as far as I know. If there are, nobody cares about them. But yeah, so Final Fantasy X is like, you have to dodge lightning 100 times. You have to get a special item so that you can get, like, 4 times XP triggers so that you're, like, you can actually manage to level up enough. You have to first complete the sphere grid on every character and then maximize the sphere grid, which means that you have to go and take special items to the sphere grid and change like every node that's got like a stat on it. Because some of the nodes have like stat increases like HP plus like 4 or whatever. you have to change all of those to +4, which is the maximum that they can be. So instead of like speed, like one could be like speed +1, you have to change it to +4, and there are like 100 of them. So you have to maximize all of those, which takes really rare items that are hard to get. Then you have to kill 10, and in order to do all of that, you have to kill 10 of every creature in the game. and then maybe you can defeat the secret bosses.
That sounds like it sucks a lot.
The super bosses are fucking awful in Final Fantasy X. No, you're paying guild to unlock gambits. Gambits aren't UI options, they're programming for your characters, basically.
Yeah, literally just like programming for your characters.
Which, like, sounds awful, but I love the system. I think it's great.
It is a great system. It means you get to do the monotonous part of the game less.
Yeah.
Which is fighting low-level enemies that exist basically just to extend the amount of time you're playing the game.
Yeah. It automates grinding, so, like, you can wander around and explore areas without having to, like, fuck around in random encounters. Which I really like. Because this game is very exploring heavy. Like, it's like, run around this area, see if you can trigger this cool, like, creature to spawn here, like, come back and do a cool hunt. So, it's good. It's a good system. Bye, Gatsley. Oh, Flower Cactoid's important. This unlocks, like, an enormous quest chain. He is kind of an asshole, though, so you might wanna... Yeah, you don't want to just... You want to wait till you have some more characters.
Yeah.
You might as well grab them both and talk to the petitioners if they're in town, though.
Yeah.
Just because then you're free to do it. Game mechanics that let you skip other game mechanics. Well, it's nice because it gives you the option. Like, if you want, like, a full control fight where you are choosing every action your characters do, you can do that. But if you just want to run around an area and grind for a little bit, you don't have to keep making the same decisions over and over. It just does it for you. And it's all, like, pretty, and it's, like, you know, there are, like, stupid things that you can code into the game that are, like, super exploitative, like the infinite leveling loop, because there are gambits that make it so your characters will only attack creatures with a certain amount of health. So there's one creature in the game, it's a rare enemy spawn, which means you can spawn it more than once. And it's a creature that summons other smaller creatures. So the main creature has about 5,000 hit points, and the smaller creatures have like 3,000. So if you set all the characters' gambits to only attack creatures that have like 3,000 or less hit points, they'll only attack the spawns, and they'll never attack the main creature. And so then you just like set them up with a bunch of gambits to like kill things fast, and also no AoEs because you don't want to accidentally hit the spawner. And then just like a lot of healing and stuff like that so they don't die easily. And then you just leave the game on for a while. Sometimes you have to monitor it because it's possible for like, if the party leader dies for more than like 2 seconds, I think it is, then the game pauses because you have to select a new party leader.
Yep.
Or sometimes the party leader can wander out of the room. Which is really funny, which is why you can avoid that by basically having them just equip like a melee weapon instead of a ranged weapon, so they don't fucking just like
back up out of the room.
Back up out of the room. But yeah, you have to be. I think it's like the recommended level that's like the most stable to start at is like level 50 for that loop, because then it's very unlikely for your party leader to die.
Mm-hmm.
So then, and then you just leave it on for like 12 hours or whatever. At times 4 speed, you wouldn't have to. You just put like a little rubber band on the controller to hold down the button. Probably only take like 4 hours to get to 99 that way. I did it once on the PlayStation. I had the game on I had the backwards compatible PS3 that I played it on.
Mm-hmm.
The original one. And yeah, I just fucking.
And that does sound pretty fun.
Left it on overnight. Woke up in the morning. I was like, perfect. Everyone is 99. That was what I was trying to kill. You only really need to do that if you're trying to kill Iazmat, which is the hardest monster in the game. And I still didn't manage to kill him at that point. He's just so fucking. He's like 50 health bars. You probably want to save. Just I think this creature might be able to cast Doom.
Yeah, I'll save just in case. If I fail at fighting it once, I'm just not going to bother until I get the rest of the party, but I wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah. I can't remember if he can cast Doom or not. Near the entrance from Lowtown. Actually, he might just be right through the door that you just came through. I think he's in
here?
He's just like in there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yep.
There he is.
And there's Doom.
Yeah. There's not anything you can do about that. You might be able to quicken him to death.
How about some of this?
You know how the quickening system works?
Not really.
You hit R2 to randomize it until you get a mischarge, and then you hit the mischarge, and then you hit the new whatever you can hit. With one character, it's a lot more complicated.
Well, what I can also do is just go back here, touch the save crystal, and no longer be doomed.
You're right. He might despawn because he's a ghost.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
Darn.
he did.
Don't cast Doom this time, jerk. Motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, he missed, though.
Oh, good. Let's quicken him.
Okay, so you should get a mischarge. No, hit the randomize button until you see the mischarge.
Oh.
There you, yeah. So basically, every character that has a charge, you can hit them. Oh, he got you this time. Yeah, you might just want to come back. I don't think you're doing enough damage to kill him before he can doom you to death.
Probably not.
And your quickening's not building up fast enough.
Can I get rid of Doom?
You could do it. He's a ghost, actually, so you could probably kill him with the elixir. Or Phoenix Down, maybe? I don't know if the elixir will work. You can try it. If push come shove doesn't work, you just load your save.
Yeah.
Nope. I was wrong!
Well, let's try this.
Yeah. It would have caused death.
Oh,
I'm
and now
surprised it didn't work. Oh, you're asleep.
Yeah. And I don't think I have the license to have Remedy cure Doom yet.
No. Eventually Remedy does cure everything, but you need the licenses for it.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's just go back.
Come here, Fim.
Ball.
Fimble's here. She says meow meow meow. Yeah, I would have said if you had like a high potion that might have worked too, but sure.
I don't remember how to get back. Is it on the other side?
It's on the other side, yeah. Hi, Fimble. You whacking me in the face? I forgot what I was talking about before
The level 99 thing.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Yeah, yes, that's the only thing in this game that's, like, hard. Like, I think, like, almost unfairly hard. But they put him in the game because he's based on, like, one of the fucking... He's, like, inspired by one of the bosses at Square Enix, apparently, and, like, how much of like, a jackass he was. They, like, wanted to represent that in game form, so they just made, like, an obnoxiously difficult monster.
That's pretty great.
He's, like, he wouldn't be that hard if he didn't fucking have literally 50 health bars. He's like a fucking raid boss.
Well, well.
Oh, Fimble, you want your dinner.
Heard you were sent off to Nightbinner.
And I got out of there as fast as I could. But it was all worth it, Dallin. Here, look at this.
My. Quite a treasure you've got.
Well, you know, I couldn't have done it without your help.
So, there is more to this gutter churl than first meets the eye. Van had an errand.
Transformers?
Favor to beg of.
More than meets the
I
eye.
was going to ask that kites to go, but I should think that you ought to do.
Transformers?
No, I think you're
Robots
just the
that
one.
can die.
There's a fellow by the name of Azalas, and I need you to bring this sword to him.
That's a sword of the old order.
Speak my name when you arrive. That should be enough to get you in to see him. I've made a note on your map showing you where he can be found. Mind you, you are to deliver the sword to him personally.
It's like somewhere here in Lowtown.
Yeah.
Hey, Dallin, do you think I could get you to do something for me? I need you to find out where Penelo is. I wanted to show her what I got from the palace, but I haven't been able to find her anywhere. Can you let me know if you hear anything?
You can just leave that to me.
Thanks, Dallin.
Okay, Crazy Eyes.
And so it is done. But will it be enough to remind him of what the Order once meant?
I would friend dump Van.
Yeah. Me too.
He is a more fun character in some of the Evil East Alliance games, I'll say that. Just not in this one. Mostly because he was like a relatively last-minute addition. But yeah, Final Fantasy IX, all of the extra stuff in that is pretty easy. You do have to play a lot of Chocobo Hot and Cold. But I like that game, so it's fine.
And in the updated version, you could just fast forward time.
Oh yeah. That would make it faster. What was I gonna say? 7 is pretty accessible, except for like, you really gotta like look for it. I don't know anything about how hard the the Omega weapons or whatever they're called are. I never tried to fight them.
Killed the king, not the captain. That would explain everything, wouldn't it?
In that case, the captain would be brother to a judge. How are we to trust such a man?
Yeah, they do say Marquis. They say a lot of things funny in this game, I don't know why.
Now there's
It's a stylistic choice for sure, though.
Then will you fight again at my side?
I hate Bosch's clothes.
You don't like his casual beach armor?
Then you name Rex
No.
and you're with him.
My brother was no liar!
Just the opposite. Rex was the witness they needed.
It is fucking
To make it appear
awful.
as if I killed the king, Rex bears no blame. The fates have willed it.
So this is Rex's brother. Your words may convince a child such as this, but they weigh far too lightly on the scales for my taste.
Okay, Azalas.
Our past will remain separate.
Do you not think
Sorry,
I'm worth
Vossler.
saving?
I hold men's lives in my hands. I must see foes in every shadow. The night we moved against Vayne, he knew. I will not chance such disadvantage again. I must treat you as I would Ondor, as I would treat any abettor of the Empire.
Then what will you do? Hold me here in chains?
I love this fucking anime slice. I don't think they do that anywhere else in the game.
Listen to me, Bosch. Your cage may have no bars, but it is.
They might. I don't
The
think
eyes
so
of the
though.
Resistance watch unblinking.
Let them watch. I know something of cages.
Yeah, they call Fate, which is weird. And they call Marquis. They do spell it Marquis too, I think, though.
They do.
I'm always in the Resistance.
Then you know her.
Sorta. We met just before.
They say Fawn instead of Vaughn.
Our paths keep crossing.
He's
yours and
like
mine. It's
Bash
more than
Fawn
coincidence.
Ronseberg instead of Vaughn Ronseberg.
I'm sorry. Allow me one last annoyance, a favor to ask.
I want you to take me to Balthier. Even caged birds need wings.
This makes
I don't fucking know where Balthier is.
for Nalbina.
That bitch doesn't know. Tell me where he goes. You did it. You got Bosch.
Now I can give him licenses.
You can give him
Look at
so
all the
many
license points he has.
He's great as a knight. It's like an easy choice. He's both like, that's like both his shtick and he's also just good at it. Though I guess you don't have any fucking swords. That's funny.
I guess
Abandoned a fashion disaster in the desert. Yeah, I'm sorry, you can't do anything about it. He wears that the whole game.
The
only innovation that Final Fantasy 13 had that they should have, that it's actually good, is they do let you put on stupid alternate outfits.
In which game? In this game?
13, not in this one.
Oh.
In this one, you are absolutely stuck with what you got.
Darn.
Which means basically that only Balthier and Fran have any fucking fashion. The skill grid is really good in this game. It's very, like... I'm so glad that they fucking let you change it now. But it is very, like, strategic, which is fun. You should probably go give this dumb bitch some swords.
Oh, yeah. He's got swords too already, but...
Maybe grab swords 3. I think he'll be there soon. And then you can also, he's also got shield block and stuff here, which is good.
Let's see. I want to get more HP.
Is there not some at the top of his thing? That 30?
This one.
Yeah, there's one right there.
This is Martyr.
Martyr's good. Martyr and Headsman are both good. The joke is, the skill grid, so much less complicated than the sphere grid. It's so much easier.
Yeah, the sphere grid sucks.
The sphere grid is fucking awful. Mostly because, like, maxing out the license grid is easy. Like, you'll get there. It's, like, inevitable. Maxing out the sphere grid is impossible and fucking nightmarish. Oh my god. Yeah, Ring Fit Adventure is fun, though, and you get exercise instead of wasting your life playing Final Fantasy X.
Another game that has a sphere grid is Path of Exile, and fuck that.
I tried, man. I tried to do the Final Fantasy X extra content, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. The joke is, I don't even really dislike Final Fantasy X that much. I think it's like...
I do.
I think it's like one of the weaker written games of the series.
I think it sucks ass.
That's fair. Why do you think it sucks ass?
Because the characters are god-awful.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. I really love, racist Hawaiian man.
Racist Hawaiian man is the worst, and Titus, 1, his name is wrong, but it's canonically Titus, and 2...
I thought it was Titus, that's funny.
No, it's Titus. They don't say it at all because even though it was the first game with full voice acting, they still let you change his name.
Yeah.
But then it is later confirmed in other shit that his name was Titus.
That's awful. Listen, Marquis is a funny way to say Marquis, and it adds like a unique flavor of dialogue to this game. Titus is just stupid.
Yeah. Plus his pants of differing length.
His pants of differing length, one of which is made out of metal.
Plus he died in a... Okay. Final Fantasy X happens, right? Yeah, but it's canon, so it's...
The book makes it so much much worse. When I found out about the fucking book, I lost my mind. I was like, what?
So there's Final Fantasy X, of course. It's a game. I like the concepts of the game, right?
Okay,
the game, or like the concepts of the story, rather. It's like it's a story about accepting death and like moving on with your life, right?
Yeah.
And then the second game is a story about. It should have been a story about the girls living their life without the dorky kid anymore being there, but instead it's the girls giving up on their pop star career to go and bring the dorky kid back to life, thus completely negating the lessons of the first game. And then there's a book after that.
Do you know you can bring Titus back to life in the first game, right?
I didn't, but
yeah, there's like I think like 4 different endings or something, depending on like how much you complete the game. There's like one ending, maybe just 3. There's one ending where Yuna just hugs Titus. They hug on the bridge and he fucking just disappears. There's one ending where he dramatically jumps off the airplane, high fives Auron and his dad into the clouds, and they disappear together.
That's
which
awesome.
Is really fucking funny. And then there's a third ending, which I never managed to unlock because I don't remember how you get it, where fucking he just gets fucking magically reincarnated and on the beach in the fucking whatever fucking place it is. It's like the fucking the Faith like decide to like dream him into reality a little bit longer so that he can like live a life with Yuna.
Well, guess what? That ending sucks shit.
Yeah. Oh no, he just become like real. So anyway, so the first game missed the point of the game, and then the second game is rendered completely moot because of the first game.
But then in the book, he dies because he kicks on the beach what he thinks is a blitz ball, but it's a bomb and he explodes and dies.
Yep.
It sounds like the person that wrote the book hated Final Fantasy X.
And then it's worse from there because it's like it basically like the like gap between reality is like weakened, and basically everybody gains the ability to basically be a Faith in real time, in real life, so you can literally dream anything you want into anything or anyone you want into existence. So Yuna like dreams him back to life, and is like, okay, this is fine. We're back to normal now. He's definitely alive and real. And he's like, I'm not real actually, because I'm just like a version of myself that you are dreaming into reality. So am I a real person? And that like becomes like an existential crisis everyone is having. And then just like meanwhile, everybody is managing to do this all around the world, and then somebody just dreams Sin back to life, and it's like. Okay. And reality is like actively collapsing around everyone. And that's the world of Final Fantasy X fucking ends.
Final Fantasy X sucks so much. Like, I get it. I get why people like it so much. Just for the same reason people like 7 so much. It was like their first Final Fantasy. It was the first Final Fantasy on a new generation of consoles. The first one with voice acting.
7 is at least well written. Like, it all comes together pretty well in the end. 10 doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially because it constantly contradicts itself with added content. Like, the 3 different endings contradict each other. The like added bosses and stuff in the PAL edition contradict the ending of the game. Like, and then there's like the fucking. So like 10-2, I
am sorry.
I actually really like 10-2 Sejun. I think the dress sphere system is really fun.
The dress sphere system is super cool. It's an interesting way to introduce the job system back into Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I miss the job system.
The plot was terrible, but it also, I think you give it a little too much plot, because she's not looking for Titus. She is, like, obsessed and full of grief about him, but she's actually, she knows the person she's looking for isn't him, but she is like, what the fuck? I wanted to, like, how is this person alive in the fucking dead place?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, sure, that bears, like, as a person who is a summoner, that bears investigating. It obviously is tied into her Griever on Titus, but it's like, it's a little more subtle about it, at least.
That's good. I haven't played through, or, like, experienced the story of 12 myself. I haven't played all the way through 10. Everything is, like, anecdotal. So,
yeah, I played through 10 multiple times, and I played through 10 too. I think I 100% did 10 too. I don't know why I did that. It was very obsessive as a kid. It's very doable in 10 too, and 10 2 is a lot of fun. It's not possible in Final Fantasy X unless you're a psychopath who has 600 hours or more to spare.
Yeah.
10 2 you could cap out in like, it probably took me like 150 hours. This game I have like 600 hours and still never beat Yazmat. I just keep playing it over and over because I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, but this game is good.
Final Fantasy IX. This game is good. Final Fantasy IX is also good.
Final Fantasy IX is the best.
Yeah, 10 is like,
as I said,
I don't know.
Misunderstanding. What I am understanding is it took Penelo.
It's so hollow in the end is the problem I have.
They've taken
Whereas this game's very rich, it also feels like a real place.
Yeah.
Come to the Museum of Minds, it said.
It's Begamnon. He was in Albina.
If anything were to happen to that sweet child while I've her parents' memory to consider, you're going to go to her aid, and that's that. That's what you Sky Pirates do, isn't it?
It also looks fucking great. 10 has a few good creature designs with some of those summons, but the summons in this game are so fucking cool.
You at least have an airship.
I've never seen a summon in 12, so I'm excited to eventually.
Oh, they're all really cool. They're almost all like unique to this game. Like they're not based on other Final Fantasy summons. Because the ships have the summon names, right? There's like the Ifrit that we saw earlier, and like the Atomos, the Shiva, Leviathan. Those are all ship names. The summons in this game don't appear in any other games, I don't think. If they do, it's like in really old ones. And they all have really cool backstories that you can read in the bestiary.
Oh good, we have everyone
back! I like that Bosch is automatically 2 levels higher than everyone else, even though he wasn't like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, he is. That's great.
Yeah, Balthier joins the party at a higher level than you two, so does Fran. Everybody joins the party at a higher level than Vaughn, except Penelo, who I think joins the party at a 1 level lower than Vaughn. I think she actually will be the level that she was earlier. I think she becomes underleveled. But it's easy to catch her up, obviously. I think she gets the passive license points to the game, though, because the characters don't have to be in the party to gain license points.
Yeah.
Yeah, God. One of my, like, big problems with a lot of games, and my problem with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, is I fucking despise games that, like, acts like everything is a real lived-in world, and then they're like, actually, it's all a dream or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, actually, everything is, like, completely unconcrete. And it's like, what? What? I don't know. It's like, it makes me angry when you give a game, like, a real sense of history, and then you're like, actually, none of this is real. Like, you can do it well. Like, I feel like Dark Souls does that pretty well. Because it's like it's not an everything isn't real game, but it's like everything is ephemeral, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dark Souls does that well because it builds into that, right? Whereas, like, Final Fantasy X is like, here's a real lived-in normal world, but also none of it is real. Kind of. Yeah, and like time travel and alternate universe stuff kind of does that too. Like, you can definitely do time travel alternate universe stories pretty easily, but my problem with the Final Fantasy VII Remake is like, suddenly it's just like nothing matters because Cloud and Sephiroth just like fought for 7 seconds and rewrote all of history. And there's no reason they can't just keep doing that, so none of your decisions matter anymore. spoilers for Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's what happens.
Well, I mean, I guess that is kind of spoilers, but also isn't specific, so, you know.
Yeah. Like, I didn't, like, obviously Cloud and Sephiroth fight, but also they fight and rewrite all of history. In 7 seconds. Yeah. Okay, spoiler for Final Fantasy VII Remake incoming. They also kill Fate? Okay, so first of all, the fact that Fate exists, and that there are these ghosts trying to force everything to follow the plot of the main game, meta sense, what? Practical sense means you are already living in like a past dimension of some kind, which doesn't make any sense because the past doesn't exist. It did exist, but there is no existing moment other than the present moment. The idea that the past exists is like a really like VHS concept of time. Like you can't rewind time because time doesn't exist. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
Like time is a landscape and you're moving through it, but it's like that's like a fucking whatever it is, like that fucking Stephen King novel where they're all on the plane and they accidentally like got stuck 3 seconds in the past and there's like the past eaters are coming to eat them. Anyway, time doesn't exist, but for some reason in Final Fantasy VII Remake you are living in the Langoliers! Langoliers? I don't know how they say them.
Langoliers, yeah.
The Langoliers. Anyway, so in Final Fantasy VII Remake, you are already living in a version of the past that hasn't happened yet. Or that has already happened. Sorry. You are living in a past that has already happened, and the planet has a system of maintaining continuity that is made up of ghosts. And
I mean, you say like you say it like it's bad, but that's kind of great and funny. Maybe in a bad way, but it's kind of funny.
I wouldn't have a problem with this if it didn't unravel itself so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, if that was the whole premise of the game and not just like an absurd meta narrative to be like, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want with the remake and it's gonna deviate from the original plot, but I'm not brave enough to say that, so I'm going to put it into the text of the game to justify it. Like, fucking okay, no, whatever. Anyway, so like throughout the game there are ghosts that are like forcing you to follow the plot of the game. And it's like, okay, whatever. This is stupid, but whatever. Like you can like, it's like to the point where you could like save like, who is it? You could save Wedge, but then the ghosts just like show up and like kill him later. Like in the like he's for no reason. And then he lives anyway, so it doesn't even make sense. Anyway, so there are all these ghosts. They're trying to like make you follow the plot of the original game. So if anything happens that deviates from the original game, which happens, which doesn't make any sense because if you're living in the past, you should just be default repeating it. Otherwise, the future doesn't exist, and neither does the present. In which case, alrighty, none of this is holding up. Doesn't make any sense. So, anyway, towards the end of the game, you, where are all your boys?
I don't know.
They must not be in, you have to pull them out.
Oh.
You have to, like, hit the button to extract them.
Right.
There you go. You can only have 3 of them.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, Fran.
Does Balthier have a... not Balthier. Bash have a weapon equipped?
He does.
Okay.
He has a mithril blade.
I twisted her blade and swung like a mace. Anyway. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Ghosts forcing the past to fall to work correctly. Which is a wild concept. Like, the entire, like, universe is, like, needs these ghosts to continue existing, otherwise you're going to split into an alternate dimension at any time. The ghosts are also a problem because they imply that the planet, like, in this past dimension, the planet, like, knows that Genova is coming, and is, like, engineering things to, like, make this happen? Okay, so you'll see that Vaughn has red spiral there. On the next one, you're going to want to randomize until you see a mischarge.
Got a surprise for you.
So there, X, and then hit red spiral again.
Okay.
It'll get faster and faster, you just have to keep doing it.
How about some of this?
You didn't get the red spiral off, but yeah, that's basically how that works.
I see.
And once you chain enough of them together, you get a special extra attack. There's 9 separate ones of them. You get like an achievement for doing them all. Anyway, sorry, I keep getting derailed here. So the planet knows Genova is coming, and it's like engineering things to make sure the plot of the game happens, which is also weird. Anyway, so when the game starts deviating from the original Final Fantasy VII, you kill Fate by fighting future version, like basically you go to the Sephiroth finds a way to go to the Fate dimension, because of course he does, and he's there to like rewrite the reality so that he wins the game. You follow him there with Aerith, because Aerith is like, actually I might live if we do this. Because, like, she's being given clues the whole time that she's gonna die, and it's implied that she knows she's gonna die. So you go to the Fate dimension to fight Fate, during which you fight the original 3 characters. You fight Barret, Cloud, and Tifa, who are there to protect their timeline of the original game. They're not, like, literally them, but it's, like, heavily implied it's, like, them. It even says that in, like, their, like, whatever it is, like the Libra text that you get off them. It's like they're to protect their own future or whatever. So the main characters of the original game are there to stop you from killing Fate because they're trying to protect their own continuity. You defeat them and kill Fate, destroying their continuity. So now the original game does no longer happen. And then you fight Sephiroth, which is bizarre because also now we are no longer afraid of Sephiroth at all for the rest of the game because we've already fought him. Which sucks because that's like the prime tension of the original game is that Sephiroth is really scary. Anyway.
What if in the sequel Sephiroth also does the Fate thing and summons forth the Advent Children boys?
They're not scary though, they suck. Also, they're just him, but like split into 3. Anyway, so then Cloud fights Sephiroth in the Fate dimension. They go basically to the beginning of time or something, it's implied. Like the fucking Green Lantern fist at the beginning of time. Oh no, nobody is allowed to see the creation of the universe! And then they have a fight, and then they have 7 seconds, and Sephiroth is like, what will you do in 7 seconds? And, like, it's implied that Sephiroth and Cloud rewrite not just, like, the original game timeline, but the timeline of the remake. Because characters that died during the course of the remake are now inexplicably alive.
What if they rewrite it so that the normal story happens and the rest of the remakes are just the original story happening?
I mean, it would still be stupid because you could do that, because now nothing matters, because Cloud and Sephiroth are X'd into any timeline. They don't exist in a timeline because they have the godlike power at any moment to just rewrite reality because they've killed Fate, can presumably go to the beginning of time somehow for no reason. There's no reason they can't just keep doing this and rewrite anything they don't like. So there's no point in playing the game anymore because your decisions don't matter, because at any point, Cloud or Sephiroth can just decide they don't like, or anyone for that matter, I don't fucking know, just decide they don't like what happened and just change it. So like, therefore there's no point in the game anymore! like, don't get me wrong, like in this game, you can't make decisions that impact the storyline. It just is happening. And that's fine! Like, I'm along for the ride. It's okay. We're good. But like, Final Fantasy VII is like, Nomura was like, and like the fucking personification of fate is literally just the shadow monster from Kingdom Hearts, like the big one that you fight at the very beginning. Like it just literally is. So basically, now we're playing Kingdom Hearts where there are no rules and the points don't matter. And anyway, I hate it. I hate it so much. The remake overwrites the original copy of Final Fantasy VII to be 3 discs of Cloud making armpit fart noises around the box of the reactor. I mean, basically, it might as well. What really bums me out about it, though, is I feel like Final Fantasy VII is a game that really did deserve, like, a high-def remake. Because the original game is it's pretty good. Like, it's got some mechanics and stuff I don't like. But it's pretty good. The writing is solid. The characters are interesting. The dialogue needed updating, but they do a good job of updating it in the remake. And then they just shit it all down the hole. And it's like, cause like a lot of Final Fantasy VII, like I love the low poly and stuff, but there's definitely like a lot of stuff that they struggled with because of like limitations with the medium, right? Like there are scenes in Final Fantasy VII that like to this day I do not know what is supposed to be happening in them. Like, because it's just like, what are the 3 polygons doing? What?
It would have been nice at the very least to get like a retranslation, because while the story still comes across fine, like the translation and the
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah. Maybe we'll kill him before he buries underground.
Oh no, just to do that, you just want to kill him before he fucking 1,000 needles you. Oh, you live though, that's good. And you're more than 1,000 health, that explains it.
Okay, oh yeah, I'm thinking of 9. 9 is when they burrow underground, you attack them, they do 1,000 needles.
Yeah. And that's when he just does it. You're gonna take that back to Dantro, and then you're gonna give it to his... I think you have to go take it to his wife after.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. And like, I was having so much fun playing the remake until the last 5 hours where it all really fell apart, and I was so upset. It was such a betrayal. I don't know, man.
I'm still interested to see what they do with the later.
I hope it isn't bad, but it's such a bad setup is the problem too. Like it's just like the whole way that it's set up now is like literally just nothing. Like they've written themselves into like the ultimate get out of jail free card, and like in doing so have completely removed all stakes from the story. Nothing matters.
Yeah.
And also because even if like the story plays out and like nothing matters, now it's implied that the past is a literal thing that exists. So like there could just be another past version of events that is being controlled by the ghosts, and then like even those characters decide that something else should happen. Which I mean, like normally I don't really care about that because it's like multiple universe theory is like, you know, it's like really dumb and out of control, but ultimately all that matters to you is whatever is happening in your own timeline, right?
Right.
In your own universe. Like fucking DC Comics and Marvel aside. Which I don't actually, I think DC Comics handles multiverse pretty well. Marvel is a little bit more...
Following that shit.
Yep. Honestly, in terms of like, as soon as like you get out of like the base heroes or whatever, DC's like extended shit is like pretty good. Marvel's extended shit is just batshit power creep. It doesn't make any sense. It's like fucking Dragon Ball.
Oh, but Dragon Ball is good though.
But bad. Dragon Ball but bad.
Dragon Ball is pretty corny, but it wears its shit on its sleeves, so it works.
Dragon Ball is good. Marvel's like Dragon Ball but bad.
Oh yeah, I understand. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm talking to Liz too.
Oh,
because
okay.
like it's like Because, like, imagine Dragon Ball, but it takes itself completely seriously and thinks all of the ideas it's presenting to you are really cool. And not like in like a cool for children way, in a cool for smart adults way. His wife is the one standing in the doorway by the river. Next to this guy. That's her.
Okay.
Okay, now I think you just have to come back later. I don't remember. Oh yeah, you can help with this. Just wander around the beach, both in the town and just outside of it, like along the river, and just pick up all the shiny things you see. I think you need like some of them, like 10 of them. Yeah, and then you get the rest of them by just going outside of the river. It's not a hunt. No, it's. I think it'll tell you when you've got like enough. Oh no. Okay, you can't get Neberlim yet, I don't think. Oh no, you can get that from him. I thought she needs something that you can only get from the other side of the bank, which you can't access yet because the boat's not working.
Yeah. Because the kid's dad is not there yet. Or is on the other side of the river or whatever.
Yeah, because on account of a very comical kidnapping. Anyway. I love Final Fantasy games. 8 is one I could never get into. 8's plot is batshit, but like not in like a really complicated way. It's just really silly and doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. Have you played 4?
No, I haven't. The earliest one I played is 6, and I didn't quite finish 6. I forget why I stopped playing it.
I think you would really like the story of 4.
I'll probably give it a try sometime. I really fucking despise random encounters now, so my patience for them is really low.
That's fair.
Which is why I haven't played it. Maybe I'll watch like a Let's Play or something. Sorry, I walked away from my computer.
I'm gonna be yawning an extra amount tonight because I fell asleep at 10 p.m. last night for some reason.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, and then I woke up at 6.
It's 2 of those!
Chew!
Raiding with a party of 4!
Thanks, Chew, for the raid. How are you doing today?
Welcome, Raiders.
Yeah.
To the Final Fantasy Opinion Zone.
What was I talking about?
You fell asleep at 10.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep at 10. And I woke up at like 7-ish, and then I ate food, and then I fell asleep until 11. And I am still super tired.
That's fair. I got up at 6:30 this morning. So I'm tired for that reason. Because that's when I go to work.
Yeah. Ooh, by the way, we have to talk about Metal Gear Solid 4 planning. Might as well do it now on the stream.
Oh yeah, what are our fun plans for Metal Gear? Yeah, Balthier, you're right. You're right, and you should say it. Metal Gear Solid 4, a game that we do have to sit through.
Yeah, so I've got everything, and we can start it whenever. Maybe next week?
Maybe. We'll see if we want to keep playing this or not.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't plan on playing this whole thing on stream, but I definitely want to continue playing it. I will absolutely continue playing it.
Metal Gear is probably a more, like, entertaining stream anyway, because I get to go, no, Coach,
and you will be. you will be doing that a lot.
It's shocking, actually, because I was thinking about it the other day, because I was like, man, Death Stranding is such like a well-written game in comparison to Metal Gear. I was like thinking about it, and I was just like, there are themes, the characters all have like strong relations to the plot, like everything makes, it's all like, they all have like a relationship to grief and death, and that's like important to the plot of the game. And I was thinking, like, how did you go from Metal Gear to this? How did you do this? Anyway, Broken Sands, I believe that is on the other side of the bank.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And
So
the answer is that Guillermo del Toro helped him.
Yeah. So the thing with Metal Gear Solid 4 is that there are a lot of long cutscenes. And sometimes it's going to be difficult to find a good place to stop.
We can switch Mogs Mondays to Fridays, because usually I have Saturdays off.
We could potentially do that. Yeah, that would actually work really well. Do you normally work Fridays also?
I don't really work on Fridays. I'm off at the same time I usually am.
Okay.
And then I usually have Saturdays off. The really annoying thing about my schedule is it does fucking fluctuate week to week.
Yeah.
Which I hate.
Yeah, I get that. And that's part of why I wanted to figure it out with you, because especially when we get to the last day, I would imagine, I'm thinking it'll take 5 to 6 streams.
Okay.
It is broken very clearly up into chapters, and
we could also switch Tuesdays or Fridays. I always have Wednesdays off.
You always have Wednesdays off? Let's do it on Tuesdays then.
Okay.
That would be perfect, because then we can be absolutely sure. And that works. Yeah, and it's like I said, it's mainly because even though it's clearly separated into different chapters, the first couple chapters we can probably do the day that you're streaming that, right? But when we start to get into like chapter 4 and 5, well, 4 is a little shorter, 3 is pretty long, and 5 is incredibly long. Because it's the last one and it ends with 2 hours of cutscenes. So that's going to take some time. So yeah, I think doing it on Tuesdays would actually be really good.
Perfect. Yeah, I like reserve Wednesdays off. The only exception might be May 19th, but we can work around it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, we can just not stream that Tuesday or something, but...
Yeah, it's just because I have to take my bike in that weekend, so I booked the bike days off, so I was like, okay, I'll be somewhat available on Wednesday.
Nice. Yeah, in a case like that, maybe we'll do like a... go back to this or something if you haven't finished it already. Yeah.
This game is really fun. I like all the bonus content a lot. It's really rewarding. And you know what I mean, like the extended content.
Yeah. The thing I like most about this game is like... So, I've talked with Liz about this a lot. Just my streams in general. And this is a big part of it was because I was also working and I'm not now. Like, streaming took a considerable amount of energy, and it was because I felt like I was trying to make it a show, you know? Especially with like going through the Metal Gear games. Like, I am presenting Metal Gear to you, Mogs, and to my audience, and I feel like it's got to be a show, you know? And it's something I've been really trying hard to break the mindset of, because it fucking wears me out big time.
Yeah,
even if I'm completely failing at making it a show, you know?
Yeah, that's like something that's like, it's definitely like if you were doing some kind of editing or you know, like putting up like a YouTube video, like then it's like a show, right? Or if it's like a set recording. Whereas this is all just like freeform. We're just kind of hanging out, yelling at people, talking about how much I hate Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, and like that's the thing is, just in general, I want to get more into playing games like this, where I can just hang out with my friend Mogs and yell about shit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Metal Gear is definitely a little bit more of a show because part of the like point of the stream is just like, and here's what happens next.
Yeah.
And he's going,
yeah.
Anyway.
Pretty much.
Hi, sorry, making everybody listen to my bad noises, but
Oh, there's gonna be so much during your Solid 4 Mogs. There's gonna be so much.
I'm gonna scream and die. I know a little bit about whichever game it is that has the language thing.
That is 5. I do not plan on streaming that one because I hate it. The gameplay is fantastic. What was that?
Yeah, it looks really fun. I've watched B play some of 5.
I see. Yeah, gameplay is fantastic. And what I hate about it is partially the story, because like obviously the vocal cord parasite bullshit is stupid as hell, and the villain's motives are stupid as hell. It's like I grew up in a war-torn area, and different armies kept coming in and destroying my village and making us forget the language we knew before and learning a new one, and then forgetting the last one and learning a new one. And now I know all these languages, but I can't remember my original language. So I'm going to develop a vocal cord parasite that gets into your vocal cords and completely destroys your ability to speak your native language. And I'm going to do this to the entire world because I'm evil.
Okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense, but alright.
Exactly. And so it's like fucking who's the person? You?
Who are you looking for?
The person who gives me the Cluckles one.
Oh, the Cluckatrice?
Danny, okay.
That's yeah, she's standing by the Cluckatrice pen.
Oh, right. Yep, there she is. So yeah, that's stupid. They obviously super overpaid to get Kiefer Sutherland and couldn't afford it, so he has very few lines throughout the game. That's annoying.
Wait, who does he play?
I'm remembering correctly, right? Kiefer Sutherland is Jack Bauer from 24.
No, I know who Kiefer Sutherland is.
Well, no, I'm just making sure I'm remembering. He's Big Boss. He's the main character of the game.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't make any sense, but alright.
He like almost never talks.
That's
he
brutal.
And then the big thing was how they go about presenting the story, right? Like Metal Gear Solid was always known for its like long and drawn out stories, or story presentations and all the codec calls and all that, right? But it's like that's part of what makes, like, what provides the soul of that series. Plus the characters are all incredibly fun and interesting, and they all have their own little quirks.
You know, when they're not being fucking awful.
Right, but that's the thing. Like Paramedic, she's like the field medic. She teaches you how to survive better, but then she also talks to you about fucking Godzilla and movies, you know? And like Mei Ling, she saves the game for you, but she also waxes poetic at you about all these sayings and stuff. And like,
yeah. No, it definitely is like a charming part of the game.
Yeah. And the way they do it in 5 is that if there are codec conversations, they're very brief. And all of the expository dialogue is given to you through these tapes, right? They're just cassette tapes that you listen to, and you either listen to them while you're playing the game, thus making you unable to utilize, you know, your ability to hear shit, to have situational awareness and have like the spatial awareness.
Yeah.
So you either get to just listen to tapes of people monologuing while you're trying to play the game, or while you're just sitting in your helicopter and not going out on a mission, you know?
I see that Kojima did play Bioshock.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, and like you can draw a pretty clear line between like sitting there watching two characters talking and sitting in a helicopter listening to an audio log, but it's like the way it is done sucks because you're not hearing two characters and you're not and with the tapes you are not hearing two characters interact. You're just hearing someone monologue into a fucking recorder. And the worst part is all that could be forgiven, right?
Yeah.
All that could be forgiven. The gameplay is stellar. It is one of the best playing action games to ever exist, right?
Yeah.
But, and this is more from the standpoint of someone who is a lifelong Metal Gear fan, fucking the amount of stuff that they retcon in this game goes way above and beyond. Like, we're going to play Metal Gear Solid 4. There's going to be some retcons. There's going to be some over-explaining. It is part of why I want to include it in the series of playing through the Metal Gear Solid games on this stream, so that we can see specifically where the Metal Gear Solid series took a nosedive, right?
Yeah.
It still works because it still ties directly into the events of Solid Snake.
Yeah.
But what they do in 5 is they go through and retcon the entire series.
Whoa, what?
In a way that, yeah, in not all in one single change of the story, but in a bunch of different changes, right? So, like, for example, some of the stuff I can't bring up because it's stuff that gets explained and is part of retcons in 4. But some of the stuff it's very easy to talk about. Like the base you're building in 5 is Outer Heaven. It is where you play through the very first mission as Solid Snake in Metal Gear 1.
Mm-hmm.
When you kill Big Boss at the end of that game, it turns out you're killing Venom Snake, who is the quote-unquote big boss that you play as during Metal Gear Solid 5. However, he's not Big Boss. He's the medic that was in the helicopter that helps you at the end of Ground Zeroes. And they give him facial reconstruction surgery for him to be Big Boss, so that the world is looking at him, so that for 9 years, the actual Big Boss, or however long it was, the actual Big Boss can go and do his Big Boss things that don't match up with the timeline from other stuff, right?
Okay, great. Love it.
It makes no sense. And then when they show Big Boss, the very least they could have done. Like, it makes sense that they had someone else voice this character. He is not Big Boss. He is not Solid Snake. He is a completely different character. Would have totally made sense to have somebody else voice that character, right? But then when they show Big Boss, it's still Kiefer Sutherland voicing him, so they couldn't have David Hayter do it for like the 2 minutes that Big Boss is in the end of the game, right?
Okay.
It fucking sucks. And then there are like the what is it? The main bad guy. Basically the one who leads to the creation of the Patriots, the creation of the AI that we destroy, or that we attempt to and fail to destroy in Metal Gear Solid 2, all that is a character who has been mentioned, and we will learn more about in Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 4, in a sense, it doesn't necessarily retcon, but it makes him the villain of the whole series, essentially, right? And then Metal Gear Solid 5 goes back and retcons him into not being a villain.
Oh, okay.
And that all the stuff he did was just like with good intentions, and then he lost control of it all, and he tried to stop it, but then he no longer had power, and he's a tragic figure. And it's like, no. Like, you already spent this whole game, 10 years prior talking about how he tasted a little bit of power, and then he grew to love the power and essentially became this monster of a man who created the Patriots and completely destroyed the global, like the entire world in a sense, by completely removing any sense of true freedom from anybody ever. Oh, but no, he was a tragic figure and he didn't mean to do that. It's okay. Feel bad for killing him in the other game, you know?
Oh, okay.
And the worst thing about that is when they deliver that, it's after the game is done, after you've beaten the game, they give you like 3 hours. I don't know how. It's a long fucking set.
Fucking cutscenes.
Yeah, it's a long set of tapes for you to listen to. You don't get this in cutscenes, you don't get this in conversations, it's just tapes. It is just audio logs of that person talking to Big Boss's comatose body about how much he regrets everything that's happened. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's ridiculous. And then just the fact that, like, there's so much going on behind the scenes on the development side that is unknown, right? There are theories that, and theories I don't buy into. I think it's just Kojima got too big for his own britches and decided to do a bunch of bullshit, and then Konami was sick of him spending their money, so they just kind of tried to force it out the door. The game wasn't done. The game is known to be not done. It is obvious it was not done. And the collector thing, they, you know, released some cutscenes of things that hadn't finished, and, you know, all this other bullshit. But there's like theories among the community that it was Kojima's genius and he was trying to get back at Konami for being shitty and making him make more Metal Gears. So he intentionally made this one bad, but Kojima's still great. Love Kojima. Support his next thing. And you know, Death Stranding is apparently good. I haven't played it yet. I plan to play it. I own it. It's installed on my computer.
Death Stranding is really good. Like,
I believe that.
It's definitely got some silly Kojima quirks and some weird. It's like, but like.
Well, and absolutely, I absolutely believe that it's great, and I think it's because Kojima was collaborating with other people in making it.
I think 100% it's got to do with like Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen. I don't think actually care. He'll do whatever. Like you could just like give him a pretzel and he'll just like do a juggle for you. Literally, he was like, I was a circus clown for a while. Norman Reedus though, like has like some like integrity, and like you could tell that like Kojima's like leading into him and his like strengths and stuff, and like what he's interested in.
Guillermo, and then also like, especially Guillermo del Toro being there.
And Guillermo is like, you know, a real. Guillermo knows how to write a thing.
Yeah, he does.
Good. Like, I don't think I've seen a Guillermo del Toro movie that was bad. Like, I've seen ones that I don't like because they're like, Guillermo can be pretty fucking gruesome. But, like, they're all good. They all have points to make. None of them have, like, anything particularly cringy that I can think of. Like, in a political or, political way, I guess. Like, Death Stranding, like, it's got a couple, like, even the female character, like, there's, like, nothing really wrong with them. Like, the only, like, kind of thing is, like, one of the main, there's, like, only really, like, well, there's, like, 3 main female characters, and, like, one of them is, like, all focused on, like, motherhood concepts, but, like, that's fine, because, like, birth is an important part of the life cycle. It makes sense thematically to have some kind of character be involved with that in the game. It makes sense for that person to be a
especially in a world where the vast majority of the population has died because of apocalypse shit.
Yeah, and it's gonna do, and it's like, it relates to the main theme. It's like about grief. You'll see it. Some people have pointed out that it's kind of weird, but I'm like, honestly, I can't really see anything like truly problematic about it. There might be a blind spot for me. I don't know. There's something about it that bothers me though. Yeah, all of the female characters are fully dressed. That's nice.
Yeah.
One of them even has like a specific reason to be fully dressed at all times. Yeah, all the characters have like some kind of relationship to the main plot. And like the main theme of the game. like I said, they're all like dealing with grief in some way, and they're like they all have like their sort of resolution with grief, and like their relationships to death.
Mm-hmm.
It's got interesting concepts. Like they're a little silly, but they all come together pretty well. They leave holes where there need to be holes for like both for like the player to like fill in for themselves, and also so that they don't try to over-explain things to the point where there it is. This guy's a bit of a bastard. I think you're a high enough level to deal with it though.
Yeah.
It's the babies that are really a pain.
Well, if I can deal with them. Oh shit. Let me just quickening.
I would do the Cluckatrice.
Yeah.
The gameplay's fun. Like, it's not, like, really action-y. The action parts that are in it are good.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the path building kind of stuff is fun. It's a little tedious, but what Metal Gear isn't?
Yeah. I hit the button.
Oh. Gotta hit it faster.
But yeah, like, I think Death Stranding is I'm probably going to really enjoy it. I just need to play it.
I think you will. I think it sounded like it took you a little bit to get into it, but does Fran have any, like, large area magic? I forget what class you made her. She's got black magic. Fire should be able to hit anybody. Can't it? Or can it hit all of them? No, it can't. That's right. It's Fyra that starts doing that. Oh.
I just need to get Balthier healed up a little more as well.
Yeah, Cure is more effective than potions. Why do you use so many potions?
I do. I haven't used any as the thing.
Yeah.
I know. Right. Push.
I should keep them in the game.
Hey, can you stop changing your target, dude?
He's attacking the nearest creature, not the... You just have to fuck around your gambits a little bit. Ethers won't fill up your misgouge.
Oh, did I accidentally use an ether?
You did, yeah.
Oh.
Previously, so in the original North American release of this game, the ether, your quickening gouge was tied directly to your MP. So if you basically had like 3 MP bars, each one for each quickening, and then like if you used the quickening, you would drain all of your magic to do it. Oh, Fran's dead. You want to bring her back?
Fran.
Why isn't she healing?
I don't.
She wasn't that. You might not have the gambit set up for it. Because it's
a
new thing. Oh, you need to put that
she
above.
Doesn't have self.
It needs no.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It needs to be above attack. So if you go over, go over one. There you go. And drag it up.
I should set self as well.
Oh, ally includes her.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she should start healing as soon as she's done her attack action. And that'll keep you way better in the game here.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so your misgouges were tied directly to your MP, and if you use quickenings, you would lose all of your MP. So you could, but on the other hand, you could use like an ether or an elixir to get all of your MP back and use quickenings again.
I see.
And so it was a little bit of a It was really goofy.
I mean, it makes sense that they would change that for sure.
Yeah, it definitely works a lot better, and it also is like makes it a little less cheesy too.
Yeah.
Because you can't just like infinitely quicken by like spamming elixirs. It was definitely more annoying than anything, though. I do love that MP just fucking recharges as you walk in this game, though.
I do. I love that too. That's one of the things I dislike the most about like classic
Standard Final
Fantasies.
It's like MP is such a resource.
Yeah.
In this game, it's like a resource for the fight you're in, and then once the fight is over, as long as you're not like being fucking absolutely mobbed, you're all good.
Well, that's the thing as well. When I ended up playing through Final Fantasy IX, I spent a lot of time grinding for the levels, of course, but also so I could just have my inventory constantly full of potions and high potions.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, you spend so much time without a healer available in that game because you have no control over your party. Until
like way late in the game.
Yeah, until like towards the end of the third. Yeah, I think it's not until like the final.
It's not until like
dungeon?
disc 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like points in the game where you have partial control, and then it's not until you're like in Memoria,
right,
that you can just have anybody at any time, basically.
Yeah, which is really frustrating.
There's like a brief part before you go to Terra where I think you can have everybody.
And if you want to go do like side quests and stuff.
Yeah, and then once you go to Terra, because like there's a bunch of stuff that gets blocked out at the end of disc 3, so they give you freedom to go finish some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just because they couldn't fit every single area onto disc 4, I think it was the reason. So they block off a lot of like the early areas. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
In this game, I don't think anything in this game becomes inaccessible.
Well, that's nice.
Except for... No, you can even go back to Nelbina Dungeon. You can't go back to like the actual like dungeon part, but there's nothing in there that matters.
Yeah.
And there's like a couple airships and stuff. But there's no like... There's nothing like... You don't get like, gated out of any side quests, I don't think. None that I can think of anyway. Like, all the hunts are always accessible. And you can always do the fishing side quest. Once you get the boat going.
Is Knight meant to be like a DPS class or something?
Yeah.
I see. There's like so few HP ups on this board.
Yeah, Knight is heavy armor DPS.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of battle lores.
Yeah, there's a lot of power lore, there's a lot of swiftness. And the idea is that Knight is supposed to use a shield, so the idea is that you're blocking a lot of damage.
I see.
Until you get into, like, the great swords. In which case, by then, you have your second thing, and you can complement the Knight. Knight pairs well with other martial classes, ironically. Like, the game... Like, for me, I'm always like, oh, I should pair, like... Every character should have, like, a martial class and a magic class. No, the game does not really want you to do that, ironically. Like, you can. But what you should actually be doing is just stacking stats. So, like... in order to get make the best spellcasters, you want them both to have spell classes, because every spell class will have like multiple whatever it is, like magic lores to unlock. And same with the martial classes. Basically with the martial classes, what you really want is you want to basically stats wise, what ends up happening is you get a lot of those chain hits if you pair martial classes. Specifically, I think it's Knight and Bushi.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you wouldn't really think, like... Bushi also pairs well with a magic class, though, because it has a lot of magic lore in it, weirdly. You always fuck around with it later, though, because they let you change it now at any time.
Hooray!
Which is fucking so good. I'm so glad they added that, because in the original release of the Zodiac Age, it wasn't in there.
Was it a thing in the original game?
In the original game, there weren't jobs.
Oh, like the...
Everybody... In the original release of this game, the North American version, it wasn't finished, right? So basically, the only things that weren't finished were like mechanical things, like the actual game is finished, if that makes sense. So there was like the problem with the quickenings being attached to your MP. There was just one universal license board that had all the licenses on it. So every character could just unlock every single license.
I see.
And they all started in different parts of the board. Kind of like the sphere grid works, right? But like not fucking awful. So in some ways the Zodiac Age is like a little bit more limiting, but it's more strategic and that's more fun.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then there's also some problems with the summons in the original game. You couldn't summon them in certain areas because they basically like
they don't fit.
Pretty much. It was like basically they had to walk the models around all of the maps in order to like find like problems in them and like make sure that they would fucking, you know, fit places.
That's pretty great.
That they would fit, they wouldn't fall through the world or like fuck up really bad because their movement is AI controlled, right? So they basically just had to go walk them through the whole maps and make sure everything was fine. But they just didn't have time to do that before the, you should go to the Move Through Bazaar and see what he has for you and sell all your, because you get, I keep like interrupting myself, which is really funny. But yeah, when you do hunts, you also get unique, what's it called? You get unique loot. So like from the Cluckatrice, you got like a rainbow stone, you got the bundle of needles, or not rainbow stones, rainbow egg.
Yeah.
And those things can make more fun things appear in the bazaar.
I see.
Which is part of the... And specifically, they can make special weapons appear, and that's part of the reason you do hunts.
Oh. Oh, wait, bazaar. High potion.
High potion pack. 10 high potions. That's really good for you right now.
That is really good, actually.
But yeah,
thanks, buddy.
So Espers weren't finished quite... I'm trying to think... I think all of the bosses and stuff were already in the game. I don't think there was any, like, encounters that were missing. I think some of the mechanics or some of the encounters might have been different. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think so, though.
Every time I play this game, I wish I could zoom out way more.
Oh, yeah. And the trick is you're not really, like, zoomed in very far.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing is, like, this game has serious MMO feels for me.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. And, like, I want to play it like I do FF14 and just zoom all the fucking way out. At least in combat and stuff.
Oh, you don't want to fly this way.
Oh.
You are trying to... You need to get on Balthier's ship. Which is, it's at the other desk across from the desk you were just at. It's like private flights. Oh no. Oh wait, no, that's later. Right now you just have to talk. I think he's just in here and you have to talk to him.
Oh, Balthier is?
Yeah. Or somebody is in here.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. We gotta activate a cutscene to see the straw! Which is a cute ship.
I'm ready.
It's fine.
I'm
There's
really
nothing...
ready.
You can literally come back and do whatever. Just not right away.
Yeah.
Anyway, we gotta go get Pinello because while we weren't paying attention, Pinello got kind of kidnapped by Arcades and taken to Bujerba. Anyways, look at the pretty cutscene.
This is the Stroll.
It's the Millennium Falcon. Basically.
No, it's not really. The Millennium Falcon is just like a stupid pizza disc. This one has like a gun on front of it.
Pizza disc.
It is!
Well, the headhunters seem to think so.
Ah.
What's a good word?
Also, the Stroll is way smaller. Also, this is no, your personal mechanic.
Fuck yes.
So is she armed? How fast is she? Could she take the Ifrit?
I suppose I
No.
couldn't tell you, but
I mean, she could outrun it, but could not fight it. The Ifrit is like a huge ship, Vaughn! It's like a military-class gigantic airship. Why
Vaughn is stupid. Oh, she had to duck her head so her ears didn't hit. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, he had to duck his head because he's tall.
It's just a small door. Not for Vaughn, though. He's small.
the Empire took notice when they announced the princess's unfortunate suicide and your untimely execution.
If it becomes known that I'm alive, the Marquis will lose their favor.
I try to steer clear of such things. Right, it's time to fly. And no wagging tongues or you'll like to bite them off.
I'm coming.
I like the way that airships and stuff fly in this, too. They've got, like, interesting, like, mechanical explanations for why you can't fly to some places.
That's cool.
And they're consistent through the Evil East Alliance games. Yeah, see, it opens up. It's like a big, silly scarab beetle thing. Millennium Falcon's just a dumb pizza. I like Star Wars.
What'd you say?
Well, I said I don't like Star Wars.
Oh.
I like Jedi Fallen Order a lot. That was really good. Oh right, she wasn't kidnapped by the Empire. She was kidnapped by headhunters. They kidnapped specifically by these chuckle fucks.
She eats well. See that she does. We need her alive. Balthier's bait must be fresh.
I keep trying to tell you. I barely even know who Balthier is.
Yeah.
A message come from Ravenaster. The Strahl, she set sail. She makes
That guy's
straight for the sky city of the Shadow.
voiced by like
Barely know, was it?
somebody who voices like half the characters of the game.
Tell me, how could that be?
That's what I'd like to know. I just met him that one time and that's
Does
it.
that sound never stop? What if we plucked it from your head? As for you, we need Balthier alive.
There's only one non-human companion. There should have honestly been a Moogle, but also at the same time, I feel like if you had like every single like race type in the party, well, that would have been really fun. Would have been a really different game.
You kind of can, Laurel. If you play as a Lalafell and you buy the Moogle outfit from the optional shop.
I agree, Chu. I think it would be more fun if the party was more diverse, but it's also a small party and all of the characters are like really tightly knit. You could have made Vonabonga. That would work.
I want...
Bonga Von.
Yes, but also I want another game in Ivalice that is... It plays exactly the same as this one, but has new characters and lets you have anything and is an MMO and doesn't cost anything per month and I get to play it.
And also Balthier is the main character.
Yeah.
I'll talk about why Balthier should have been the main character later and you'll be mad.
Mad because it's very true.
It's very true, and also because the game would have been just that much better if he was.
No good, he's not here.
Story-wise. Like, it would have tied together so much better thematically if he was.
Don't forget it. And no names.
Of course.
Yeah, Vaughn just doesn't have a personality. Vaughn, like, serves a purpose in the plot, but it's not very good. They it's a role Balthier could have filled a lot easier and better, and then they could have replaced Vaughn with a cooler character like a Bonga or a Moogle. Or anything.
Getting to hang out with a Moogle in this game would be the best.
That's part of why I like doing all the hunts, because a lot of them are for Moogles, and they're really funny, and they're really cute. The one that you're gonna do here, the rock toys, is for a Moogle named Pilica.
Oh, nice.
Pilica's really cute.
I would be okay with Vaughn being the exact same character he is, except a Moogle, and then he would be lovable.
Yeah, because then it would be cute.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, I want to be a sky pirate! And he'd be like a little Moogle, and you'd be like, you can do it, Vaughn. Anyways, here's Larsa. Oh, he's gonna say his name's LeBlanc. Sorry, this is LeBlanc.
What errand? I might ask the same of you.
Plot twist, he's lying about his name.
Yeah, isn't he like the prince or whatever, and he's the one the guards are searching for?
Yeah, he's Vane's younger brother. Balthier knows this.
Yeah.
For us both.
So what's your name?
Oh.
Larsa also knows that that's Bash von Ronsenberg. I don't know if he knows who Balthier is. He might.
But you're in good hands.
Is both... Okay, I know a little bit about this game's story a little.
I will answer any questions if you want me to.
Just say yes if it's correct or not, but like...
Yeah.
Balthier's dad is part of like the Empire in some capacity, right? Or like he's related to the Empire in a way. Is he not? Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if it was like dad or brother or something, because I know Bosch's brother is a judge.
If Google is the cartographer, I think he'll give you a map.
Oh, yep. Cool. Give me the maps for everything.
You'll want the Lusu mines too, for sure, for sure. The Lusu mines have a lot of hunts in them. They're like huge. You keep like unlocking new areas as you play the game.
Kind of like the sewer.
Kind of like the sewer, yeah. You get like more and more keys that like bring you to deeper parts of the mine, where there are like increasingly murderous enemies.
Mogs. I wasn't trying to say your name. Chew. What if Mogs? You too. What if you drew Mooglevon and it would be good instead?
I just, there's the mod that turns him into a cactar, so I just need a mod that turns him into a Moogle now. He was so good if he was anything else.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, chip noises. I'm hungry.
That's okay. As long as they're delicious chips.
They are? They're sour cream and chili.
Ooh, interesting.
I think sweet chili. Sweet chili and sour cream. They are really good. They're like not too spicy. I wish they were actually a little bit more spicy. I like jalapeno a lot. It's one of my favorite spicy flavors.
Jalapeno is good. I have dill pick chips here, and also because I'm weak.
Also,
I got some chicken and a biscuit.
Fuck yeah. If you want to find Pilica, see the urn on the bottom left of your map there?
Yeah.
I think that's where Pilica is, roughly.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Oh, cottage cheese with chili is great. Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah, just like... Honestly, like any kind of cheese with like sweet chili on top is great. Yeah, there was somebody, who was it? I don't remember. They just like poured like, as like a dip, they basically poured like, I forget what the sauce was exactly, but basically like a sweet chili sauce over top of cream cheese and like kind of mixed it together and like use that as a chip dip. It was so good.
That sounds really good.
It was so yummy.
Is there any reason to hold on to
Old weapons?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Not that I can think of. There's no like There's no like synthesis or anything in this game. Yeah, you don't learn skills from weapons.
Okay. Yeah, it'll just give me the opportunity to sell all this extra shit I've got now. Have a little bit of extra money.
Yeah, there's... Like, obviously there are going to be weapons, and like, you want to keep all of your accessories always.
Yeah.
Unless you end up with like 12 of them, which does happen. You never need more than 3. Just because you could just swap them to your active party members.
Mm-hmm.
It also won't let you sell something that's already equipped, so that's useful.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't want to sell ammo. Usually.
Oh.
You can sell duplicates.
Yeah, that's all I did.
I would keep those.
Yeah, I just was interested in what it did. Seems cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, moats are just like, oh no, what am I doing? Yeah, I think Pilica... Yeah, this is the area. That's the area Pilica's in. Will they not let you go?
Oh.
Can you go past that? I guess they don't want you to... They don't want you to do the Pilica quest yet.
Oh. You've got that story kid with you. Go do it.
You can take Larsa. I think you should be able to go back and do it once you enter the mines? You're going to the mines now, right?
Yeah.
I wish that you could take him with you for it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, it's not a big deal. He doesn't stay with the party, does he?
No, he's not a permanent party member.
Okay. The other...
One of the richest.
He's like 12 years old. He can't stay here.
Under Imperial Guard, no doubt.
Actually, no. With but few exceptions, the Imperial Army is not permitted within Bujerba. Well, shall we proceed?
So, Dorstones is a sky continent. It's not a continent. It's like an island. Bujerba is a city on it. And it floats because it is full of a substance called skystone.
And they slowly mine the skystone?
Yep, they mine the skystone out of it, and they use it to make airships fly. You really don't need very much of it to keep to make like an airship that's straw size fly. You need like a stone that's like,
I can assure you it reaches
I don't know, very small.
You wear your saddle
Like the size of an egg.
Be that as it may, I have no intention of being bridled, Your Honor.
It also would fall slowly.
You prefer the whip? Stubbornness will see not only you broken, Excellency, but Bujerba as well.
Hey, Fim. Hi, baby. Just being a big baby. Anyway, that was Marquis Andor.
The Marquis of Bujerba. The Marquis
That's him.
as mediator at the
With this big
negotiations
Catman.
of Damascus' surrender. It would appear that he is somewhat less neutral now.
They say he's been helping the resistance.
They say many things.
You're certainly well informed. Who did you say you were again?
What difference does it make? We have to find Penelo.
Balthier's like, come on, fess up, kid.
She's a friend. She was kidnapped and taken here.
Larsa's like, oh my god! A kidnapping? I was just fucking around! Anyways, welcome to the Lucy Mines. There are buttons to press. It's not that complicated, though. Also, skeletons for ages. Also, okay, Balthier's got Libra. There are traps!
Oh, and Libra lets you see them?
Yeah.
Cool. Mogs, did you know that chicken and a biscuit is 12 crackers and it's 160 calories? That's like a lot of calories for 12 crackers.
That is a lot of for 12 crackers.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a great place to get some bones.
I love bones.
Try to against the wall.
First of all, it's spelled Biskit. I don't know why. And it's a cracker that has onion powder and spices, other spices, and dehydrated cooked chicken on it. Did it.
That's gross.
They're pretty good. My favorite thing about them is that the entire... Did I get a weapon?
You got a bat fang. It's an item.
Oh.
Sorry, a loot.
I see. The entire back of the box of chicken and a biscuit is like, eat these with easy cheese. That's especially good, apparently. You know, like Cheese Whiz.
Oh!
Squirt some nasty yellow Cheese Whiz right on these crackers. It's the best.
The only reasonable utilization of Cheese Whiz, and it's not particularly good, is like a cheap trick to make weak scrambled eggs stronger.
It also works really well as a filament for a 3D printer.
That red thing is a trap.
Okay.
So traps have a variety of effects. They can inflict status on the party. They can just deal damage. Sometimes they can deal a lot of... They can party wipe you if you're unlucky. You can open that gate later. You have to go up past the trap.
Oh. Oh. Right.
Oh, wait, what? Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong.
I'm wrong. Oh, no. There you go. See, it did damage.
I would assume there's a button somewhere then.
Okay, go back. You have to go up the tunnel again.
Oh yeah, you just go around the other side.
Yeah, you just go to the other side. There's like a switch somewhere to open that gate. Yeah, there's like this main railway that goes through the whole mine.
Hmm.
And eventually there's like a bunch of gates on it. You can open all of them eventually.
I see.
Also, yes, anybody can trigger them. Anybody in the party. It's kind of annoying. It's okay though, because fucking Lamont here knows Cura and he's very powerful.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, Cura is like a way better spell than Cure. It's like a fucking joke. So there's 4 versions of every spell in this game. Like normally it just goes to Faraga or whatever. Goes to the Guz. And this one they go to the Jaws. And the difference is, so Cure is a single target, Cura is multi-target, Curaga is single target, and then Curaja is multi-target.
Interesting. Okay.
And then they're all better than the other ones, though.
Yeah.
Numerology. That's a technic.
Oh.
I do not remember what that one does. It like inflicts damage. Oh, it inflicts as you use it again and again and again and again, it deals more and more damage.
Oh.
Good night, Chew.
Good night, Chew. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, welcome to Skeleton Town. I hope you enjoy it.
I like skeletons.
Oh.
Am I going the right way? Does it matter?
You know, I can't remember right now.
Okay.
You'll get locked out if you're going the wrong way eventually.
Works for me.
The skeletons on these bridges spawn like a lot. They're really good if you want to chain voids to get like good skeleton bone.
Good skeleton bone.
Yeah. Because like you get the bone fragments. And then eventually you can get like, what is it, like blood-stained bones, I think, from these guys if you chain them enough.
Mm-hmm.
So basically like, oh, so you can do like a lot of experience, I think. So basically like kind of each kind of enemy in the game has like, this backwards.
Yeah, I wanted to spawn the skeletons again.
Fair. But yeah, so there's like skeletons or whatever, and like the more evil and bad the boy is, the better the items he will drop. And so like skeletons and zombies will drop an increasing variety of strange bones, for instance.
I see.
There's also certain items you can get throughout the game that you could there's a Garrett that you can trade them to, and he will give you, or no, you don't have to, maybe you don't have to trade, I think you could get them for the bazaar though, and they'll basically unlock the ability to get better items from enemies.
Okay.
Will these guys give you a bloodstained bone? Maybe they won't right now. I thought they would. Eh. Come on, motherfuckers. Give it up. Nope. Rude. It's a great place to chain enemies, though, and you get a lot of experience. You've hit it, though. You've hit the gold.
Give me more boys.
That'll be more in the next section. A bone fragment.
Yeah, but then there's also going to be a bat, and
you're gonna break your chain.
Yeah.
Man, they really don't want to give you the bloodstained bone. Maybe you can't get it from them yet. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
It might be because you don't have the right stupid thing.
Maybe.
But yeah, if you're looking for rare roots from certain enemies, that's like a good way to get them. There's also some enemies, if you kill them in a particular way, you're more likely to get their rare drops. Like I think with like frogs, if you kill them with the element they're weak. Whoa, you got the big gold. Now everybody's got shell.
Log.
So if you chain enough enemies together, eventually they start dropping things that just buff you.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good.
This game is cool.
It's got lots of good like little mechanics like that. Ooh, an assassin's dagger.
Sweet. How much more damage? Oh, that's a hell of a lot more damage than he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, the Assassin's Dagger is a really good early weapon. So yeah, see, if you unlock that quickening, you gain access to the 2 nodes behind it. So that's like how like the quickenings and the espers work. Is they give you access to like things you might not have had access to before.
Okay.
On the other hand, though, like on Vaughn's second board, you might get access to one of those abilities anyway, and then you don't have to unlock that quickening, and you can unlock a different one somewhere. to gain access to a different ability or something.
Yeah, because you
Which
can only
is why
you can
it's
only
so
unlock
useful.
3 of them, right?
Yeah. That's why it's so useful that they let you change it now.
Yeah.
Oh, that 350 HP though.
Yeah, no kidding.
You might want to reconfigure your gambits here.
Into what though?
So Fran's got healing. You probably want at least somebody to have ally KO.
Oh yeah.
Phoenix down.
We'll put that on Fran.
Yeah, there it is.
Oops.
And then you want to turn that on and prioritize it, so it needs to be above foe party leader's target. Yeah, probably above cure too.
Yeah.
Foe party leader's target is good for Balthier since he's your lead character. You should give him. Okay. You need to buy him a gambit slot as soon as you can. What you should do is he's on foe nearest visible. You should put another gambit there that's foe party leader's target. So don't change this one. So basically how this works is if you have foe nearest visible and foe party leader's target on the party leader, so the party leader, he will start attacking the nearest foe, and then he will stay on that foe because he'll prioritize attacking the party leader's target, who's him.
I see.
Instead of switching all the time.
Why can I not change this to a foe one?
Oh, because it's set to first aid.
So just set it to attack, I guess.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. And then party's leader's target, and then put that above nearest visible.
Oh, okay. So then he'll always stay on the same target.
Yeah, so once he picks a target, he'll stay on it.
Okay.
And then if you manually change his target, he'll stay on that target.
Okay.
Larson's got a lot of weird things. You can't change his. Oh, you can!
Yep.
What the fuck?
You can change their gambits, just not their licenses
I don't think you
or
used to be
equipment or
able to
anything.
do that.
I don't like this picture of Vaughn.
Oh, it's awful. He's like, look at the titty. Everybody else has great pictures.
Yeah.
Hans is fucking like, ooh, look at my titty. Even Bosch doesn't look bad.
He doesn't.
Like, he's still a fashion train wreck, but at least he's got a nice pose. Even Fran is less sexual than Vaughn. Like,
Yeah.
she's covering most of her titty.
I mean, this right here is very much like, just very much exemplifies like, we're gonna add Vaughn because girls wanted a pretty boy. Good
And
night,
also
Liz.
because we needed a more relatable character, quote unquote. Night, Liz! I don't know if Vaughn knows any useful abilities. Ally, party leader. Give kiss. Yeah, no, I wouldn't use first aid. I wouldn't use that gambit.
Yeah,
First aid's useless. It's just not
It's
a
just
good.
there.
It's
I
like
don't know
there.
what to do with Vaughn. He's useless.
Yeah, he's just your hit boy. That's it. He's just there for hitting.
Not even in my party right now.
Yeah, fuck him. Okay, this is where you would fight the rock toys, but here's a cutscene instead. We're gonna talk about
This is what I came here to
Magicite. That's not Magicite.
It's nethicite, manufactured nethicite.
Nethicite?
Manufactured?
Unlike regular magicite,
There's two kinds of factoring in this game.
this is the fruit of research
Manufactured
manufacture of nethicite.
and deifacted.
All at the
I
hands
see.
of the Dracula laboratory. So this is where they're getting the magicite.
Errand all attended to, then?
Thank you. I'll repay you shortly.
But yeah, they say manufactured instead of manufactured because deifacted sounds better than deifactured.
So, where did you hear this fairy tale
I guess.
about Nethicite? And where did you get that sample you carry? What do you
Balthier had some interest in this.
Tell me, who are you?
Balthier.
You kept us waiting.
Balthier is gonna pin this little boy against the wall.
We missed you.
Anyway, here's the boys. You might be high enough level to kill them.
I may have to wet my beak a little.
Keep your snout in the
Oh yeah, this is the one where you're supposed to run away, right?
You're supposed to run away. You might be high enough level to kill them, though.
Too long have I gone unpaid. I'll carve my bounty out of that boy.
Where's Penelope? We're taking her back.
The girl? Why keep the bait when you've landed the fish? We cut her loose on the way here and then off she ran crying like a babe.
Hey!
I think
Well,
that might
eat
be
shit.
Steve Bloom.
I do really like his chainsaw circle staff.
Oh yeah, it's fucking out
Stupid
of
as it
control.
is.
So this is a great place to just throw a bunch of motes at them, because they do a lot of damage to all of them. Start with a Dispel mote.
On Begamon?
Cycle through the targets. I'm not sure if Dispel's signal target. Okay, yeah, on Begavanin. That'll make it easier. And then they're not doing too much damage. You can take them. It'll be hard. I would use a couple more of your motes. The Aquara mote should do pretty well. Yeah, because that'll hit most of them. Cycle through the targets and see if you can get all of them.
Too late.
Yeah, because those motes are based on where they're standing in relation to each other. So if one of them is standing more in the middle, like the Lightning Fang, that'll work, or the Dark Mote. So if one of them is standing more in the middle than the others, so Gijik
No, it's
is
because
just too
he's
far away.
way back there, yeah.
Yeah, just ignore him then. Just hit one of the other ones with yeah, you know what I mean.
Immune.
Whoa, they're immune to lightning?
Apparently.
Wow, that's weird. Oh, yeah, that's right. Larsa fucks off for this, which is really annoying.
That's fine.
I think
Where
you
are my
can
high
still get them.
potions?
Though.
There.
They're at the bottom. You
Got a
haven't. You have
lot,
to
goddamn.
sort your inventory for it to appear correctly in the list. Oh yeah, you could totally fry them with quickening too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one more Dark Mote.
That's a good idea.
That doesn't do very much.
No, the Aquara definitely did the most for you.
Yeah,
But
let's
yeah,
do
what's
that real quick.
I don't think you have another one. You have an arrow mote though, that might work. Arrow's a more powerful spell.
Yeah, it is, goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just wipe out Begamnin, I think he's does the most damage. Oh, they're also weak to water, that's why.
I see.
I never miss.
Shit.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Oh well. He's almost definitely dead.
Almost definitely. Quickenings do a lot of damage. And you got an Inferno! You fucked Begamnin! You fucking nerd! Nice, Jim.
Oh, yep. Super
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, you only have to kill him?!
Apparently.
They expect you to fight him there. I never knew that you only had to kill Begamnin!
That's pretty great.
That's really funny. Oh, there's a treasure chest in the corner.
Battle bamboo.
I think that's a weapon for Vaughn? Oh yeah, if you go to items...
It's a staff.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's for a monk, yeah. If you go to items though, go to your inventory.
Oh yeah.
You should sort them, yeah. And you hit square or Y or whatever it is, and then just auto sort, yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
You can do that with everything. Yeah, you can't go through there yet, I don't think. But yeah, you can do that with your weapons, you can do that with your loot. Doesn't really matter so much for the loot.
Yeah. Since I always sell everything else, the
That
time
isn't the
stuff's-
teleport stone.
Yeah, the teleport stone stays either at the bottom or the top, so I don't ever need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, there goes Larsa. You're supposed to be being chased right now, but you're not.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that you only have to kill Bagamnon. I don't know why. That's so funny.
That is pretty funny. The sense of urgency is kind of gone here.
Yep. But it is funny that you managed to kill Bagamnon. I think
Yeah.
I think honestly killing him is always funnier. Just think of it this way: you have to catch fucking Larsa because he's gone. You gotta get that stupid little boy. Sorry, LeBlanc? Lamont? What's his name? I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know. He's not in the party. Couldn't tell you.
I think he says his name is Lamont. I think I said LeBlanc earlier.
Because
You
of
should
my
kill
block.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes those guys drop a weapon. I don't think it's a good weapon anymore, though. Oh, you found a. That's a special boy. You found a special bat.
He's a dead.
Yes. Yeah.
Dead
You
bat.
got something from him though. Some kind of loot. Oh no, you didn't. What did he drop? I thought he dropped something.
I don't know.
Might have been a lightning fang or something.
Maybe.
Cool. You did it. Yeah, later in the game you can get an ability called Float that lets you go around the traps.
Oh. That sounds pretty cool.
And by around, I mean you just hover over them.
Yeah.
It makes you walk on sunshine. Walking on sunshine. Whoa! There you go. New arrow moat.
Hooray.
Yeah, Float's a good ability.
I kind of like how these big guys are just now suddenly spawning in.
Oh yeah. The Slavans. Yeah, Fimble. Are you upset because I keep farting on you? No. No, you love it.
Why are you farting a pimple?
She's sitting in my lap and I'm gassy. I keep farting. I'm sorry. You should have. I was freaking at work today. I was just like a fucking like walking gas giant. I was just destroying everybody in my path with like enormous, unbelievable amounts of farting.
Eating too much beans.
Too much macaroni.
I see you've been out walking with the company of your cortege, Lord Larsa.
Oh, hi, Penello.
We call
Get back here, dumbass.
You must take care with such undesirables about.
I was kidnapped.
Silence.
If it is a
This guy's an
crime
asshole.
on one's own, then I too am guilty. Marquis, I trust that your estate can accommodate another guest.
Why not?
Judge Geese, I shall heed your counsel. I will not travel unaccompanied any longer.
That was unexpected.
Thank you, Penello.
Of course.
How the fuck do you know who I am?
And what's the deal with that Lamont?
That's no Lamont. Larsa Ferinas Solidor, fourth son to Emperor Gramis and brother to Vane.
What? That kid?
Do not worry. I believe he will treat her well.
Nobody knows men like Fran does.
Purpose is laid the same way. To Ondor. We must find means to approach him.
The Marquis is channeling money to organizations opposing the Empire. We'll start there.
I love that. Nobody knows men like Fran does.
What was that supposed to mean?
2 years ago.
That nobody knows men like Fran does?
That she's like...
compromised.
No, I mean, she's got a good read on people.
I guess.
And specifically men, because men see her and their jaws drop and they immediately become sibling messes unless they're cool.
Nothing to do. Just go around town spreading the word. How about this? I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg! Don't believe Ondor's lies!
Well?
Bosch lives!
That certainly qualifies as a clamor. All right, Vaughn, get to it. For the girls' sake, eh? Oh, and the more people around to witness your little performance, the better. If we're going to reach the Marquis, it's up to you. We'll be waiting here if you need us.
Why would anyone believe this kid, though?
It's not about believing you, it's about causing enough of a ruckus that somebody shows up to stop you. So while you're doing this, it's a good time to go talk to Pilica. Oh, yeah, you can't do it in front of the guards, but you should do it in front of the guys holding the books.
What guards?
That guy.
Him. Okay.
The guy holding the book is like a guide, though, and you do want to do it in front of them.
Von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Wow.
Oh, wow. No one cares. Now's a good time to talk to Pilica, though, and you could probably pick up another hunt from the board in the bar.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to do it now, there's a guard.
Just waiting for him to go away.
That's probably good.
Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
Yeah, the Parijanas, they're like, you know, the information. They're like tour guides basically for the city.
I see. I'm Captain Bosch.
Yelling in the bar is also a good place to yell. You can do it. Crimes. Oh my god! You stole my chip again! Right out from under my nose?
Can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Yeah, you could just yell in the bar. I'm pretty sure there's no guards in here.
Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Only 4?
Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
Wow. People don't give a fuck about you.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, there's a hunt board. Specifically to this guy.
I'm Captain Bosch.
And this Moogle.
First I've heard about it. Nidhogg.
Yeah, you gotta get the Nidhogg.
Damn.
He's just at the entrance of the mines.
Yeah. No one heeds your
cares.
words. Just get up right in this dude's face. Bosch lives.
There you go.
Hooray.
Time to get yelled at.
This is the one, Amaro. Says he's Captain Bosch, he does.
He would sooner pass for the king.
I knew he weren't no captain. That was a mean trick to be playing.
If a trickery it ended, it would end well enough. But why this boy? And why Captain Ronsenberg? An explanation is due, and I will hear it. The Empire's hounds grow passing bold indeed.
A shame if they learnt the Marquis trafficked with the likes of you. Agents masquerading as guides, a hideout at the back of a tavern? Not exactly earning high marks for originality, are we?
Now you've done it.
So Basch von Ronsenberg does yet live.
Plot twist. We were telling the truth!
In a roundabout sort of way.
Anyways, welcome to the most pretentious office ever.
All right. I didn't think I'd ever get to see him again.
I can't hear you!
And until then,
I'm over here at the fence!
Thank you.
I am troubled. The Rabbmaster Imperial Guard appear to have overstepped their bounds. I intend to speak on this with the Consul.
What?
Larsa is a perfect little boy.
Zane Solidor, the Consul, is my brother. The first duty of the Consul is to maintain order in Dalmasca. My brother is not one given to failure. Perhaps things aren't going as well as they need to put things to rights.
He's also dumb.
My brother is a remarkable man.
He's a perfect little boy who loves his brother so much that he's like, oh, people don't like my brother?
Sorry. He is your brother. It's just, you don't understand how much we lost to the war. My friends, my parents.
I love his little, like, heelys. His, like, heeled leggings. He's, like, wearing pajamas, but they're pants.
He is a pretty little boy.
Like, the top of his outfit makes perfect sense, and then you get to his legs, and you're like, what are you doing down there, bud?
That's just how it kind of goes with Final Fantasy, huh?
Because I give you my word.
12 in particular is, like, really enjoys, like, whimsical designs.
I am a fan of it.
They're like, okay, we made a good design. What if it was a little sillier, though?
But to find you at the end of this tale? To see the Marquis's face when he
It definitely feels more personalized in that sense.
More. I would meet him and see for myself.
I want to yell at him for lying about me dead.
There is little to be said. I shall arrange a meeting with the
What if Vaughn was one of these guys?
expect you at the estate.
I can't remember what this race is called because they don't come up much.
It would be better than what he is.
Literally, if Vaughn was anybody else, he would be better.
What if Vaughn was one of these guys?
Yes! I think if you go talk to Ondor now, they're gonna make you leave Bujerba for a while, so it's good to clear up the hunt now.
Yeah.
So go talk to Pilica first, because then you can just get them both in the mines. Okay, Pilica is a Moogle sitting on the edge, like
there
here, like right there, yeah.
Okay, but
His pet tortoise wandered in the mines, ate a bunch of magicite, and got real big. And he's like, oh fuck, somebody's gotta go deal with that. This guy is right in front of the Lusu mines. Yeah. He's one of the pig, he's the blue pig guy. I also don't know the race of the pig guys. He's like right next to the save crystal.
Run.
God, Gesundheit.
It was a cough, but thank you.
I mean, Gesundheit just means health, so.
Health?
Yeah, if you're German, all you yell at people's health! I think you should be able to handle both of these hunts.
Okay.
You're no longer a Muppet.
Yeah, I ranked up some.
You've achieved the rank of not Muppet. Congratulations.
Where does it say? Forget.
It's in the clan primer.
Rear guard.
Rear guard.
Wink.
Yeah, you gotta guard the ass. Fuck yeah, Fran!
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking murder, both of you. Yeah, what else?
He's got a sick knife now.
He's got like a sick little purple knife, and I love it.
It's great.
The flare is great. So, the rock toys are all the way in the room that you've.
Where all the Magicite is.
Where all the Magicite is, yeah. He lives there. The Needhog is where the rail track turns into a Y.
Okay.
Fucked up that I just know this, also.
Well, you said you have like 600 hours in this game. I would hope you memorized some of it.
Yeah. I definitely, there's probably some of the later hunts that I don't remember as well.
There he is.
There he is. Easy
There you.
find. See, isn't it nice when Fran just does her fucking job? Automatically.
Yeah.
You still might die. I think you'll be okay.
I'm just gonna high potion anyway to be safe.
Yeah, fair. There you go. Whoa, he got a big chain off on you.
Yeah, he sure did.
You'll be able to swap right back because Fran's about to revive you.
Okay, die
Oh, that's right.
now.
So most enemies, especially big hunts, have like a special ability where they are more difficult to kill the closer to death they are.
I see.
Which is like a silly mechanic. You should probably throw an antidote at Bash.
You know. You do not.
Blinda. That's not it.
Can she learn Poison?
I don't think so. I don't think she knows it because of this license board. I think she might know it just by default. Yeah, it wouldn't be on this license board. She knows it just by default.
Okay.
For some reason. Doesn't make any sense. Even if she could learn it, though, you would need the license for it.
Yeah.
Or not the license. You have to buy the ability.
Well, I know I have the spell.
Oh, okay.
I've been buying every spell available.
Yeah, as you should.
Let's see. Would it be faster to cure everyone until they're cured, or just walk back and save?
It would be faster just to say, change Fran's gambit.
Okay.
So instead of ally HP less than 100.
Yeah.
Or less than 90. 90 might be better. Because otherwise she's gonna start healing everybody every single time they get hit.
Well, only until...
I would set it to maybe 70 though. Cure's not like that good of a healing spell, so it's better if she starts immediately once you start like actually hitting the danger zone. Oh, she's out of MP. That's what's happening. I was like, why'd she stop?
If you get easily dizzy, look away.
What? I love that you can do that so fast that both yours like leg animation doesn't work. Like you just enters like a permanent shrine. It's really funny.
It's pretty good.
And fucking Fran and her high heel running is really good too.
I like that Bosch is inside the circle enough that he doesn't have to run. See, this is working. It's nice and quick.
Yep. I love it. It's such a dumb game.
I do like how I've basically been playing the entire game at 2x speed at this point.
Yeah, the original base game is really slow.
Yeah, I think that's why I had a hard time getting into it originally, because I did try and play it on the PS2 originally.
Yeah, it like makes more sense from the PS2 era. Like games were just slower.
Yeah.
I feel like, but it's so slow. And you probably had because there's also the ATB config in the game that you can turn up to fast.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only way to speed up the game, and that was like crucial to the game being like playable. Whereas like now the base game speed is like fucking molasses. On the bright side though, the ×2 speed doesn't really make the animation seem bad or anything, so it's fine.
Yeah, you can still follow the game pretty well.
Yeah. And I would change that to 70. That's a good place to have it. Fuck yeah. A bark stone. Wow, unlucky.
Really? You cast slow on me?
Yeah. And then somehow Fran got better, but then you got it. Or no, was it just you that had it? There's no way to fix it. You don't have it. You need something called like a chrono.
Oh.
Something. You don't have it. It'll go away on its own.
Oh, it will. Okay.
Yeah. Some debuffs last forever. Some last just a little bit of time. Some last until you fix them. Like they won't even get rid of them at a save point.
Really?
Yeah. There's just I think just one debuff that does that. Which is disease. Which you won't run into for a while, but it's awful. It's easy to fix though. It's fucking brutal though when it happens mid-combat. Yeah, see, there it goes.
Okay.
And now you're getting you're in the realm of getting the buffs from the item drops, which will be useful for you here.
Yeah.
Getting little heals. You love a delicious little heal.
Love them.
There he is.
I'm gonna run in circles again so that Fran has more MP.
That's a good idea. Just a little bit. You don't need to do much. Honestly, if you just run in there and quicken him, you might just kill him.
True.
Actually, wait, no, this is the hunt that's a Clan Centurio hunt, so this one might be a little bit harder.
Well, we'll figure it out. What I should do is give Bosch
a quickening, yeah.
Yeah.
There, he's learned it. Fulminating darkness!
I'm gonna give him... Oh, he can stay there. I want to give you... I'll give you this HP. I'll give you another gambit.
That's cool. He does need it.
And then we'll also give you this so that we can get that next time.
Fran, that's a lot of HP. You should
Sure
see.
is.
She probably doesn't have any of the headsman stuff, does she? Like yeah, she'll probably get that later. It might be in a different area. Like the regain MP when you do whatever.
Let's see. And it's all accessories down here.
Yeah, and
all accessories. And then battle lore. Every time.
Yeah, if you find that you're not really using any of the Foebreaker stuff, you could always swap her class later to something more useful too.
Yeah, here's Headsman.
Yeah, those ones are useful. Gain MP after dealing to get that one.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. That'll help a lot. You don't have a shield.
Yeah, she's wearing a shield. I'll actually do this
Oh, is
as well
she?
because I have an extra bronze shield, I think.
But yeah, I find I don't really like Foebreaker can be useful, but you gotta know how to use it.
I see.
That didn't change her buckler, did it?
No, I only have
No.
one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Whoa, he's actually doing a lot of damage.
Well, let's
think
hope
you can
for a
still
good quickening.
I believe in you! Mischarge! Mischarge again! Yeah! Always go for the mischarge first if you can.
Yeah.
If you see it. A 5-chain quickening is pretty good. Hopefully you can get 1 or 2 more. Might get lucky.
There's another one.
Oh!
There's
Nice.
another one. There's another one.
Fuck yeah. This is a really lucky chain.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I literally couldn't press it fast enough.
Yeah. Once you hit like past a certain point, it gets really hard. You got a cataclysm though.
Get cataclysmized, bitch. Oh damn, okay.
Yeah. Alright. You
And
definitely
Fran
get him.
fucking pulled aggro.
That's actually good, because both yours are better DPS for sure.
Yeah.
You did it! And then
Maybe I should have
Fran
Fran be party leader.
No, it doesn't matter.
Like, I don't really know how you manage aggro in this game.
It's basically whoever gets closer first. There's like basically like one of the ways you manage aggro is just like physically moving away from the enemy.
Hmm.
Balthier will get better at it as he goes. In terms of like health and stuff. He's not actually like particularly weaker than Fran. The only reason Fran like can tank a hit better than him right now is because she has a shield.
Yeah. And she's also, well, I don't know how heavy armor is actually going to affect it. Probably doesn't, really.
Like a little bit. basically, like, the main difference is, like, heavy armor is better against physical stuff, and, light armor and magic armor is better against, magic, usually. Hey, Frank, can you fucking get a little MP, please?
Yeah, no kidding. What happened to gain MP when you deal damage?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Fran. But yeah, basically most enemies, have the... Well, they're not even moving. Most enemies have the, like, setting of, attack nearest enemy. So if the party leader approaches first, that means they're gonna be the nearest enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some of them have more complicated targeting. Where they'll like attack the person who's doing the most damage, or they're always set to nearest enemy, so if another character gets closer to them than you are, they'll switch.
I see.
There's no real fixed rule about it, though. In a protracted fight, like, basically if you want to switch targets, the best thing to do is just move away.
Okay.
Get a posh!
A posh. When do you need to do sleep, by the way?
Oh, I don't have work tomorrow.
So just whenever you get tired?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll probably be tired in, like, an hour. But this game is also a lot easier for me to, like, commentate on, if that makes sense, because I don't have to be, like, really super analyzing it the way that I do a Metal Gear game, right?
Right.
It's also, like, punctuated with, like, big grindy moments like this. Not that this is, like, grindy. I don't really view this game as particularly grindy. Definitely not in terms of a Final Fantasy.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you approach it. Like, just the game itself, no. But if you want to spend 4 hours running around the same few areas to not progress the story, to just become stronger, then kinda, but, you know.
Yeah, I think definitely if you want to be grindy in this game, the place where you're gonna be really grindy is right at the beginning. Because having a leg up in this area, like, just even if it's just like 5 levels, makes a big difference to how hard this is. Because this area is actually really, really hard if you're the quote-unquote appropriate level for it. It's just, like, pretty brutal overall.
Yeah, and so far I've just kind of been walking through it.
Yeah. Like, those bridges with, like, the million skeletons, like... I would
imagine that's why they give you the option to walk around it.
Yeah. They still spawn, though. They can still fuck you up. But yeah, but if you level up a little bit, and you'll like even back out pretty quickly, it just makes the beginning easier, plus you get to do the very important thing, which is beat up Begamnon, and that's a vital part of the game.
Yeah.
Really important that you beat up Begamnon.
That was fun to do.
I'm still shocked that you only have to kill him. I didn't know that. I guess I must have always killed the others first. Or maybe I might have forgot that tidbit.
Great serpent skin.
You can sell that. It's a loot. He gave you a rose corsage too. I don't remember what that does.
Yeah. Let me actually look. Because that might affect how I do some licenses.
Yeah, it's a... It might be against silence?
Oh, immune to silence. Okay. I'll just hold on to that until I get an actual spellcaster.
Yeah.
What's I doing with you?
It might be a good idea to reconfigure Fran as a black mage, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Or not. I don't know. You can do whatever you want with Fran. Yeah, a lot of people make her the archer class so they can get her the fancy bow. I can't remember the name of. It's like one of the best weapons in the game. To make up for the fact that her stats are bad. Because there are a lot of people who play this game and they all hate Vaughn and they don't want him in the party, but they want Fran in the party because they all love Fran?
But her stats are bad?
But her stats are bad. So they fucking just, fuck around and, like, try to make her the strongest member of the party.
And that definitely sounds fun.
Which is really funny. Which, I mean, like, if you're not... Everything in this game is very attainable as long as you're not trying to kill Yasmat. That's the only thing that you really need to go ham trying to prep for.
$46 bone fragment. I just made 8,000 gold on bone fragments alone.
Yeah, the bone fragments are worth a lot of money, man.
Oh, steer. $99 potion.
Potion man, take me by the hand, take me to the land that you understand. Anyway, try not to copyright infringe you here. With some Potion man.
What's that band's name?
Oh, I don't know. It's a good song, though.
It is. What a pal, Kupo. Oh, look at me, so small!
He's a little man!
Thank the nice young gentleman, Kupo.
He says thanks! We can both live in peace. Here, have this. And that's how you get a survival vest. I don't know if you have the thing for that, but it is a good. It's a armor.
Huh.
It doesn't look like anybody's. It's light armor 5. That's good. That's some tasty shit right there. Balthier's probably closest.
Oh yeah, Balthier has light armor. For whatever reason, Ulan has heavy armor.
Yeah, because you use spears.
Yeah, I guess.
Light armor 4 is there. So it's right there.
Okay.
It'd be cheaper to get the shield. And skip right to 5.
I do need to get 4, though. At some point,
Yeah,
I've got a balaclava in my inventory right now.
Yeah. You're only 5 license points away from it. Or
Yeah.
10 or whatever. There you go. Ugh, ow. I hurt my back.
Don't do that. It hurts.
My whole, right shoulder blade is just like a cramp right now. It's really uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
It's been like that all day. You know when you have a really painful cramp or crimp or whatever, and you just cannot find the correct stretch?
Uh-huh.
You're just like, come on, motherfucker. Ugh. I'll take a bath tomorrow and that'll help.
Must be nice to be able to fit inside a bathtub.
Yeah, the bath at this place is pretty big. The one at my old place I barely fit in.
My issue is just that I'm super tall.
Yeah, I can't lay out straight in it.
Yeah.
Sir Bosch von Ronsenberg. It was not so very long ago that I announced you had been executed.
Like 2 years. It's a pretty long time.
So you are the sword he strung above my head. Vane has left not a thing to chance. And?
A leader of the resistance has fallen into Imperial hands. A woman by the name of Amalia. I would rescue her, but I need your help.
This resistance leader, this Amalia, she must be very important. You understand I've my position to consider.
Would you let us see Larsa? He's got my friend with him.
I'm afraid you're too late. Lord Larsa's cortege.
He ate her. Penelope's gone.
Detachment.
Oh no.
I am told they will
Just
depart
kidding.
for Rabanastre upon the arrival of the fleet this eventide.
Anyway, here comes the fleet. That's them.
Oh no.
There it is, the flagship. Is that Leviathan? I can't remember. It looks like Leviathan. Or, not flagship, Dreadnought. Dreadnought Leviathan is its name. It might be somebody else, though, I don't remember.
What are we waiting for?
Garuda would make sense.
Captain Ronsenberg.
Garuda's an enemy type.
Exigencies of position are not lost
It is?
on you.
In this game, yeah.
You shall
Oh.
find the enemy's chains an easy burden to bear.
It's the same way sometimes Carbuncle is a summon, sometimes it's an enemy.
Sorry. Can't be helped.
Summon the guard.
We're doing some silly things right now.
They are to be taken to Judge Geese.
We wanted to get onto the thing, so Andor was like, maybe if you threaten me, you can get onto the ship. And so, and Baldur was like, I don't want to do that, and Bosch was like, I want to do that. Baldur was like, I want to go and see Judge Geese.
External support to the situation could worsen.
Anyway, we're back in Arcadia, or no, they're in Rabanastre right now.
To be conspicuously well funded. No doubt Marquis Ondor is behind this. Ondor must be reined in.
By the way, the Marquis has written us a letter. He claims that he's recaptured our runaway. He's given him to Geese.
He will die by my hand.
Don't worry, I'll kill my brother. Vane's into it though, he killed both of his brothers.
Tomorrow morning they will leave Bujerba. See him home safely, Gabranth. Now I'm expecting Dr. Sid. You may leave.
Sid a bad guy in this one?
Yeah.
We must see the real thing to be sure. Nabadis taught us much. Yes, it's well hidden. They'll be off chasing after shadows, the fools. Ah, yes. The reins of history back in the hands of man. Ah, Vane. You seem to be enjoying your job as consul.
I was kept waiting fully 2 years. What news of Arcades? Our honored members of the Senate?
Hard at work, as always. Trying to find a dagger for your back.
They are welcome to try.
Man, the voice acting in this game is really good in English. It's good in Japanese too. But I like the weird, like, verbal quirks they included in the English version for no reason.
Like Marquis and Fawn?
Yeah. And the fact that it all sounds like it's coming through a fucking tin can. And soon we're gonna learn a fun secret about the Vieira. There it is. Dreadnought Leviathan! So this is a great place where you can chain a lot of enemies to get a lot of potions, but you already have a lot of potions, so it doesn't really matter. There are only 2 enemy types on the ship. Other than bosses. I don't remember how many bosses there are on the ship.
After what you've done, how dare you? You're supposed to be dead.
We keep having to explain this.
Have you forgotten your manners? This is hardly the courtesy due the late Princess Ashalia Benargin Dalmasca.
Princess?
To be sure.
Balthier's like, even though I didn't know that.
No different than any
He guessed.
member of the insurgents.
The resistance.
His Excellency the Consul asks the ministry of the dethroned royal family in restoring peace to Dalmasca. Those who foster instability and unrest, who claim royal blood without proof, they shall meet their fate at the gallows. There are no exceptions.
I will not play puppet to Vayne.
King Ramanas entrusted me with a task. Should the time come, he bade me give you something of great importance. It is your birthright, the Dusk Shard. It will warrant the quality of her blood. Only I know where to find it.
Wait.
We may have stole that from the palace already.
You would have me live in shame.
If that is your duty, yes.
Stop being so stubborn. Keep on like this and you're gonna get us all killed.
Don't interrupt.
Fuck you!
What?
Vaughn, that stone.
Oh, I just pulled that out of his dick.
Treasure.
Well, well.
Splendid. You brought the stone with you. This spares us a great deal of trouble.
Vaughn, you dumb bitch!
I mean, what choice does he have? He's in chains.
Balthier's like,
No executions.
A judge's duty is to the law. Take them away.
My lord.
Lady Ash is to be quartered separately.
Anyways, they just want the rock, really.
Vayne Solidor, what fascination does this hold for you?
We're gonna find out!
I would imagine it's going to lead to some sort of incredibly powerful summon or something.
So you were carrying it all along?
That's my guess. Don't tell.
Tell these
Maybe.
yours to leave me out.
Keep quiet.
Balthier's like, I fucking hate.
I could do. You know that.
I just want to go sky pirating.
He's like, I don't want to be arrested.
Still can't.
I'm a sky pirate. They're gonna put me in jail.
You're gonna try.
Anyway, hey, who's that guy? Oh, look, it's Vossler.
The Marquis has been busy.
Not lightly did I beg his aid. Listen, it's been a full 2 years. I alone have kept Her Majesty safely hidden. I doubted friend and foe alike. I could trust nobody.
You did your duty, and mine for me.
I'm getting her out. I need your help.
Of course.
Vossler has joined the party as a guest.
There he is. He's your monkey now.
Hooray.
This is a long-standing joke just for me where I say Vossler is my monkey.
I see.
He is going to be with us for a while.
As long as he's good at fighting, I don't mind.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's got good slappy powers. He's got a really big sword.
Big swords are cool. How long is this portion? Do you remember?
I would say it would probably take you, I would say an hour, hour and a half.
Okay. In that case.
So a little bit long.
In that case, I'm going to say let's stop here.
Yeah, I might be totally wrong on that, but That's what my brain suggests.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, it's a good place to stop right now anyway. Fresh dungeon.
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
We're not starting soon!
We already started, and now we're done. So, thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Mogs, for being here.
No problem. We'll see you next Tuesday, perhaps with Metal Gear.
Perhaps if you're in the Discord... Did I set up the thing? I did. Perhaps if you're in the Discord, you can see more Final Fantasy Thursday or something.
I play D&D every other Thursday, but we'll figure it out!
Didn't you play it last Thursday, or were you busy for a different thing last Thursday?
Last Thursday we were supposed to play it, but Laura needed to move it to this week.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. We'll figure something out. Something will happen.
Figure something out!
Yeah.
Maybe on Friday. Or no, not this Friday. This Friday I have to eat dinner with my dad.
Also, I stream with Rusty on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Life is busy. Anyways,
sure
we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Nightbot, for sending the Discord message after I sent the Discord message.
Nailed it, Nightbot.
I gotta remove the follow me on Twitter thing because, well, you can still follow me on Twitter, but I only post when I'm going live.
To be fair,
no.
That's useful. That's useful information.
Otherwise, I'm not on Twitter. If you want to be involved with anything else I do, you can come to the Discord, or you can go to slushycat.com. That's my website that I use as a blog to talk about shit.
Oh my god. Slushycat.com. Is that with an IE?
Yes.
Slushycat with an IE.com.
Slushycat.com. Just go there and read my blog and make your own website. Social media is evil.
Squarespace.
Don't use Squarespace either. I mean, you can if you want. Go to NeoCities, learn some HTML, fucking get zonelets. You can literally just plug it in. That's what I did, even though I know some HTML. I didn't feel like doing work, so I just went like, okay, this thing lets me just do what I want to do. Plunk. I got a good thing going.
Perfect. 10 out of 10. Anyways, see you next week.
Yeah. Let's see. I think Dot Level is still live, so let's rate her. She got partner today.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Whoops. So everybody go say hi to Dot Level and we'll all have a good time. But for now, I'm gonna fucking lay down and Mogs is probably gonna go to bed. After playing with Thimble, I'm sure.
Important.
Yeah. So goodbye.
Bye.